What was that you said about Tom Holland being like Oppenheimer?
No, you said that.
I, the Oppenheimer of cinema. That's what he is. No, that's a joke. That's
The
a bad way to
fucking
start
he, he's
the
created the nuke
podcast.
of cinema.
That is Spider-Man and the Odyssey.
Ugh,
John Bernthald's in both.
that's true. So is Zendaya.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Zendaya
It's
being in
like a
both.
bunch of people. It's crazy. I can't believe they all like they must have literally just been going back and forth between each set.
They were all just sat there. They
Carpool.
were just sat there in a room, and they're like, "What if we also filmed the
They're
Odyssey while making
probably,
this
I'm gonna
Spider-Man
be
movie?"
honest, they're all probably mostly green screen, except for actually Spider-Man has shown us that they're not because they're filming in public. But some of them are, some of it's probably green screen. They could have just done both movies at the same time.
They could have just like literally just take the costume off, get in your other
Get a
costume,
little
start the next
dirtier.
scene. Yeah,
Ugh.
fucking hell. We have a lot of films to talk about today, but before we get to films, we got our quickfire news. Are you ready for the quickfire
Yay.
news?
Yes, I haven't
So,
heard any news since our last podcast where we talked about news. I've been avoiding the news stations because I only get my news from you.
good. And that was like we haven't done a regular podcast since Daredevil Born Again season 2 finished.
Yeah.
So it's been a hot second. We missed a few things, but so we got our first look at Vision Quest because they did like a presentation thing. I'm sending you the image that they showed.
Oh,
I don't know what to make of it, but it's there.
that looks like a
We-
little light on this fucking. What is that? What is on this house?
what is on
It's
the
it's
house?
really low quality.
Is it?
Yeah, for
Oh
me.
no, it is. It was taken from a state like it's from. They didn't release like a HD picture. It's taken
Right.
from the presentation.
Okay. It
But
just
you've got Vision.
there's like a little thing. Yeah. I don't know.
I think that's Vision anyway. That could be Ultron, you know,
Why would it be Ultron?
because we know that James Spader is going to be in the show
Oh,
as a human version of Ultron.
interesting.
So that could be him. I don't know what I've spelled. I've put in Jeremy Spader into Google and it's come up with Jeremy Allen White as Willy Wonka. I don't know what's just happened.
He did not play. He didn't. He never played Willy Wonka, did he?
No, people fan cast him as like a younger version
Oh
of
my
the Gene
god,
Wilder Willy Wonka because he looks like Gene Wilder.
that's hilarious. They wanted him instead of
Okay,
Timothy Chalamet.
I don't think this is no no James. I almost called him Jeremy Spader. Ja- James Spader quite famously doesn't have hair, so unless they stuck him in a wig, will he wear wigs? Possibly.
It is. It is entirely possible.
Ultron could wear wigs. But there we go. There's your image. What do you think of it? Any thoughts? I have thoughts.
What are your thoughts? Because I don't really know what to even
So,
think about it. It's a house.
have have you heard of Tom King's Vision comic?
I
Have you heard
don't
of that?
know. Possibly.
I'll send you the cover because you'll probably recognize the cover. But this is essentially where
Yeah.
I don't know what spurs it. Yeah, I don't know what spurs it off.
I
But
know the his daughter character
of
mostly.
course you do.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Vin and Viv, and we don't know who the wife is because I'm presuming the wife never makes it out of this alive. Um, she's never been mentioned. But basically, Vision creates his own family. It's very WandaVision, and it's apparently one of Tom King's like best works. It's very highly regarded as a comic book. I can't wait to read it because it's like I've never heard a single bad thing about this.
Right.
So, but I think like that kind of colorful vibe of it, I think is in the preview image. I think this house is like something that Vision might have created. in the same
That's
sense as like Wanda creating the neighborhood.
right.
So
That's what
we're
this
supposed
light
to
above the
be.
doorway is giving.
I didn't even notice that, but yeah, it does look like a little electronic,
Yeah.
like a little electronic light, like it's got an automated door,
Yeah.
like an elevator door or
That's what I
something.
was
But
trying to zoom in and see, but when I zoom in, you can't fucking see anything because it's all pixels.
well, we got a release date for the show as well, and we
Ooh.
got some more details because they went into more detail about like, the fact that Tommy's going to be in it, the fact that Ultron's going to be in it. We're going to be getting loads of like human versions of the other AI characters that we've seen, and some of the robot characters like Dummy and Friday. We're
Ooh.
going to be getting like versions of all of them. What was that? I think the release
Is
date
it
is October 14th.
okay? I thought it was coming out this year, so that's cool.
And it is being kind of heralded as being the final installment of the trilogy of WandaVision, which is
Right.
cool. So, hopefully it's good.
Except for the fact that Wanda will not be in it, probably.
I have a feeling that maybe they'll show like a fucking digital version of her or something. Nothing new,
It's
but
fucking me
like,
up if he has created his own new family that he's just replaced Wanda with a fucking robot woman. Like, that's crazy.
but that's what Vision even does in like the comics and shit. He proper like, it's weird. Vision in the comics like completely has nothing to do with Billy and Tommy up until recently with like synergy and shit.
Right.
It's just like, oh yeah, he's gone now.
That's crazy.
Our dad is Vision, but I think it's because the original version of Vision died. Because then you've
Right.
got that younger version in the Young Avengers comic
Hmm.
that like shows them their origins and shit. I don't know.
Right.
Do you know who I do think is gonna be in this?
Who?
Mephisto.
Yeah. You think they're
I think
finally...
he will be.
Yeah. They're
I'm
connecting
not.
them?
I hope so. I mean, he got named. There was all those. Obviously, the theories, right? He
Mm-hmm.
was name dropped in Agatha all along. He's finally in Ironheart. This is also about technology and
Mm-hmm.
probably some, using technology in magical ways. Why not put him in here?
Yeah.
I
I don't
think it would be
see...
really cool.
Yeah, I do think it would connect kind of these TV shows a little bit more if they start sprinkling Mephisto in there. Um, I do think they need to do something with him to set
They
it up.
do.
It's been a while since Ironheart, and nobody talks about it anymore.
No. That's the issue. And I really hope that this doesn't. It's like a double-edged sword, really, isn't it? Because you want to see all of this TV show at once, but then at the same time, you want it to, like, be spoken about.
Right.
So, and it comes out at, like, a really tricky time, because
No, I've come around to
is
the
it going to
fact
be
that
weekly?
they should never release a single TV show all at once ever again on Disney Plus. If they're not going to do every show like that, they shouldn't just do it randomly. Especially
Okay, yeah, I do
with
agree.
what was happening with Daredevil and like the fan stuff. I don't know, like you it doesn't get better than that. That's part of the
Yeah,
watching the TV show is to be able to talk about what's going to happen next,
yeah,
and not have to wait a whole fucking year to see what maybe would happen next. It's actually like you're going to see it next week and then get to form
yeah.
even more theories and it's all going to evolve as you get to the finale. Like you really just they need to stop releasing things all at once. As nice as it is for binging, if you want to binge, you can just wait for it all to come out and binge it then.
I agree. I feel like. Oh, I forgot to put this on our notes as well, but we'll talk about it soon. But I feel like with certain things that are happening, this is going to sound really like really deep what I'm about to say, but with certain things that are happening with society and how society is slightly changing on how we consume media, I think
Mm-hmm.
it's really important that we start normalizing the weekly release schedule again.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I think it would be good if Disney were just consistent instead of like one show we're going to release a double episode premiere and then another show we're just going to fucking shadow, just drop the entire season like Wonder Man and like yeah, Wonder Man wouldn't have benefited from a weekly release, but in that case, structure it so that it can.
Yeah.
You know, if it's got 8 episodes and it's not going to survive a weekly release, cut that down to 4 and have it run over 4 weeks. Like, combine
Maybe,
the
yeah.
episodes so that we can have... I think then it would have worked.
Like, just make the
'Cause you...
episodes, like, longer? Is what you
Not
mean?
even that, but
Oh.
like... Because, so, kind of, but Wonder Man had... So Wonder Man had 8 episodes. Like, why not just... If I'm not saying the season's got to be longer, even though that would be nice. Like, if that's what you're playing with and you're like, oh, you know, this is not going to survive the weekly drop, so take episodes 1 and 2, and that's week 1.
Right.
Like, make them 1 episode.
Right. Yeah, make the episode just, like, longer.
Yeah, and just, I know that means that then you've got a season that is only 4 episodes long, but it's not going to really feel like that over the course of a month. It's still going to be kind of shit, but that's just on them making a short TV show.
Right. Yeah.
But that's the only way to get around that sort of thing. If Vision Quest drops weekly, it would finish on December 9th. So that would leave like a... If there's anything important that happens in that fucking TV show that like factors into Doomsday at all, that's perfect for it. I don't think there is, but... like that sets it up really, really well to like lead straight into Doomsday, because that Doomsday comes out a week and a half after.
That would be crazy if there was like an end credit scene that would be like almost instantly paid off.
Like hinting towards like the fate of Wanda or where these characters are gonna go next, and then like knowing that, like, say if you got a fucking end credits like the end title card thing, and it's just like fucking because Wiccan's gonna be in this show. We already like it's obvious that like
Really?
Wiccan. I think so, yeah, but I think that Wiccan and Agatha are gonna show up. So why not have like an end title card that says like Wiccan, Vision, and Speed will return in Doomsday,
Yeah.
or will return, you know, whenever, so that you've got some excitement there and people are gonna watch it right before they go to see Doomsday.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
So there we go. We spent longer talking about that than I anticipated, but
I am excited for Vision Quest, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't care about it when they announced it, but I feel like
yeah,
now that I know that Tommy's
Agatha all
actually
along
going to be in
helped.
it, yeah, Agatha all along definitely made me more hyped to see more. Like I really just I'm excited to see where their story goes with these characters. And I
Yeah.
really want Wanda to come back. I know that everybody thinks that she's dead. I don't think that she's dead. And I think that they should bring her back for Doomsday. So it would be really cool, especially if they're gonna do some kind of like children's crusade thing where they have to like go and find her and she's got like amnesia or something. Sick.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I think that is going to end up being... I'm sure that we're going to talk about Doomsday for the rest of the year, but I think that is what that film's going to end up being, is like a... That and Secret Wars, I think, is just going to be like an amalgamation of all these different stories with like aspects pulled from each one to create this new story. And it's going to be the best case scenario for it. No, I don't think a one-to-one adaptation of Secret Wars would work for the fact that they've not set any of it up.
Right. We would have needed a lot more time.
So, there was a Wolverine gameplay reveal. It got a lot of negative feedback. We're not gonna like... I don't think we'll talk about this for too long, but I just wanted to bring it up. It's a thing that's happening because it's a Marvel game coming out. People weren't happy with it. They don't like the designs of the characters. Jean Grey looks chopped as fuck.
Oh yeah, I actually did see that. Jean Grey is like just in a regular outfit. She's not even got like a suit or anything.
People genuinely were reacting to it, thinking that it was Wanda.
Oh man.
So
that's bad.
That's not going well. Yeah,
I don't
the
know
current state of
why...
that isn't great.
Like, what makes you think Jean Grey should be in that kind of like costume? It doesn't make any sense.
Spider-Man.
Oh jeez.
That's why, because she's in that kind of costume in Spider-Man.
That's kind of dumb.
That's what I reckon. That's genuinely, because it's so easy, at least in my opinion, I feel like it would be so easy to just switch out her costume.
Yeah.
Unless she's going to get an outfit
I mean,
change and it's
modders
just for
do
that
it
one
like
mission.
fucking easy as fuck. Modders will do it in like 2 days. You'll have a Jean Grey mod that you can download and fucking have her original. She'll probably have like 8 different outfits you could pick from.
Oh, yeah. I don't know whether or not I can use my capture card on my PlayStation, but if I can, I'll be playing that on the channel.
Yay.
So, we shall
let's
see.
Cross our fingers.
Let's hope it works, because if it doesn't,
that would
nothing
suck.
will change. I will have lost nothing.
You
I'm
just
not buying a
won't-
new capture card.
You just won't need
Fuck
to
that.
play it all.
No. Just not get it. Cancel the whole thing.
Yeah.
They did a big announcement saying we're gonna... They did a big announcement saying that there was gonna be a big announcement, and there wasn't a big announcement. They instead just opened a Doctor Doom coffee shop in London, and a lot of people got upset thinking that they were going to release a trailer.
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't go down too well. But the Russos were there, and they did do some signings, so that was quite nice.
Do you have pictures of this coffee shop?
I can find some.
No, because I do want to see what it looks like.
I
So
know that
it
like
was
the
just
menu
that-
has puns and stuff on.
Okay, it was just that they were disappointed. That's why it pissed
Yeah,
people
because
off.
I think all the official accounts were like tweeting about it, saying that like, oh, something big is coming, you know.
Oh man.
I can't find any pictures of the shop itself, but I have this picture of the menu that was getting shared. And there's loads of people that made TikToks about going there, so I'm sure that if you want to have a look at those, you can.
Yeah, I don't
Cynthia's
understand
blend is
any of
wild.
this.
Well,
I don't-
Cynthia's his mum.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that Hassenstadt Dark is something to do with the Dark Code.
Ooh.
What does Hassenstadt mean? Oh, Hassenstadt is the old name of Doomstadt.
Oh, before he
And
fucking
Doomstadt
colonized
is,
it.
yeah, in honor, he changed it to Doomstadt in honor of Cynthia von Doom. Apparently, on here, there is, I don't know if it's Fortunov or the Rapprochement. One of those is like a reference to like the former leader of Latveria. So there's like some Doom lore going on. But I don't know if that's like MCU canon Doom lore or just random Doom lore. Who knows?
Interesting.
Not
I would
us.
definitely get the Cynthia's blend because I love a matcha. I love matcha.
You might love matcha, but do you love Superman?
Not really. But
Yeah,
kinda.
we had some interesting thoughts about the first Superman film, but they're filming the second.
I like Superman, okay? There's nothing wrong with
Mhm.
Superman.
But
He's just not my favorite. Especially not my
So-
favorite DC character. There's so many I would pick over Superman. Ugh.
I'd like to read the John Kent Superboy stuff, where he becomes Superman.
Oh, yeah.
But that's just because I know that he's gay.
Yeah, you know.
And it upset everybody that there was a gay Superman.
It upset people who wanted there to be a gay Superman too. Because they didn't want it to be that one.
They
And
wanted
then-
it to be the Connor Kent one.
Yeah. And then, like, cause what they did is they made Tim Drake gay and then not Connor Kent, and then they made John Kent gay and then not Damian Wayne, and everybody got really upset.
And then aged up John, but left
Yeah.
Damien. And
It
Yeah.
got weird.
look, DC don't always hit, okay?
They'll
They
have
don't always hit.
representation. It won't make sense, but they'll definitely have it. They'll fucking put it in there.
What was the point of me bringing? Oh, okay. I
Why are we
completely
talking
forgot
about
why I
Superman?
even mentioned it. Yeah, I was like, so why? Who mentioned Superman? Did you see the leaked videos of Superman versus Lex?
I just saw the suit, like the
Good.
like Luthor suit, which
Yeah, what do you
is
think of that?
sick as fuck. He looks huge. I'm
Reminds me
excited.
of Halo.
Kinda, yeah.
He looks like John Spartan. old big Master Chef.
I don't know. It's like straight out of a cartoon.
Yeah. I've seen this going around. I kind of wish it was a little bit more Iron Man-y.
Why?
I'm not saying it needed to be sleek like Iron Man, but just less bulky.
No.
Yeah.
The Luthor suit is always big as fuck because he's gotta, like, take on Superman.
But can we do like a Dr. Eggman over the top mech?
Like, he's just got
Can
this
we do
huge
that?
robot.
Can we just make Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor Dr. Eggman? Can we
And
get
he
rid
just
of him? Can we
dances
bring
in
in
the
Jim
top
Carrey?
to, like, make it move.
Yeah. Give him a Megazord.
Yeah,
That's definitely happened in a comic at some point.
probably.
Lex Luthor Megazord.
Powered by kryptonite.
Speaking of Superman, who's the other one? She's a girl.
She is a she is
She's a
kind
Gale.
of a girl.
She's kind of a girl. She's not just a girl, she's a super girl.
She is, in fact.
And she's got a little dog. And she's got a little film coming out pretty soon.
I can't wait to go
And-
see that movie with my little crypto plushie and then cry the whole time.
I saw you were reading Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I only read the first issue
Finally
so
got to
far,
that.
but I
Well,
do
that's fine,
hope...
because that's as much as James Gunn will adapt.
Yeah. I know who the supporting character is now.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well,
Ruthie.
her name's like, yeah, Rufy. Rufy?
Yeah, she's pretty crazy. She's trying to get Supergirl to assassinate somebody for her.
Hold up a second.
Yeah.
Is it pronounced Rufy?
I don't know. I read it. I didn't have somebody read it to me. That's how I read it. That's with the, it's literally
Yeah, it is.
Ruthie.
It is Rufy. That's wild.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't... Do you use Rufy as a slang there?
No.
Do you know what a roofie is, like when somebody gets roofied?
Oh my god, no. It's not a roofie. Her name's not Roofie.
Yeah, but like it's pretty close. The pronunciation.
It's like
there.
Ruth.
I can't pronounce the TH. That's not in my
Okay.
vocab.
Well, that's not my fault.
That's not how my mouth works. I can't do the roof.
We definitely do have roofies though. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to like. Okay.
I was
Anywho.
not expecting you to say that.
Yeah, no, that's not the point of why I've brought it up. Millie Alcock. Alcock and Roofie. That's wild. Millie Alcock got some backlash. Have you seen
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I have.
Do you know what she said?
She said something?
She said a thing. Well, she's been slated for her appearance, which is fucking wild.
Yeah, that's what I saw is this. Honestly, I don't know. Men have problems.
It's all of these fucking like flat-faced gammon fucking looking motherfuckers.
She's not
that
hot
are,
enough.
like-
I can't wink to her.
But,
She doesn't
like,
need to be Supergirl.
I would say that she is objectively really good looking.
I think she's a beautiful woman.
This is sorry to make this about a man, but this is like that Joe Locke thing
Yeah.
all over again of where like somebody
Listen.
doesn't look conventionally attractive,
It's
but they're
not
still
even-
attractive.
It's not even just him. It's happening in the God of War game, Laufey.
Oh,
right
yes. Laufey.
there? Yeah. They're saying that God, what's her Deborah Ann Wall is not attractive and that she looks like a 40-year-old mother. It's just like these people don't have eyes, I feel like. Or they only like porn stars.
That's what it is. These are people that are like your basement
Like,
dwelling.
if she's
They
not an
keep like
Instagram
lotion on the
model,
desk.
she's not hot. It doesn't make any, like, these people don't see women in real life. They don't talk to women in real life. If you, like, meet a woman in real life, most of the, like, it's just crazy.
I was so excited that it was Deborah Ann Woll because I had no idea she was part of that like gaming universe up until now. She's apparently been there since like 2018.
Yeah,
And I had no idea that she was in that.
me neither. I kind of want to, like, play the game. I'm not gonna lie. It looks sick as fuck.
Same.
And I
It does
really do
look
love
really
her.
good.
So it would be fun to play as her.
You've done a really good job of like recovering because we were talking about a girl and I made it about a guy and then you brought it back to a girl, so you did a
Yeah.
good job there.
Thank you.
You did it very naturally. But so yeah, Millie Alcock got some backlash because she pulled like a Brie Larson.
Hmm.
Um, you know when Brie Larson said that thing.
Bro. Yeah, I remember. I was
Yeah, and
fighting in
then
the
like
trenches when she said that thing.
I've got a quote. Are we ready?
Yeah.
So this is mostly about she was talking about her experience on how oh god, I can't believe she's 26 already. That's wild. Um her experience on House of the Dragon prepared her for criticism as a woman entering a major superhero role. She said that it definitely made me aware that simply existing as a woman in this space is something that people comment on. She added that many critics use burner accounts or identify themselves with phrases like "dad of four Christian," calling that hilarious to me. So she's basically saying that, like, you know, these fucking the people that are tearing her down are like grown ass men sat there
Mm-hmm.
on their social media accounts. Which is fucking true. Well, like when you go onto shit like Twitter and whatever, there's like they've usually got the selfie in the car picture. They've usually got like a football profile picture or something along those lines, and it will
Yeah.
the bio is always the fucking same.
Yeah.
It'll be like the fucking cross emoji with like a Bible quote, the fucking name of their kids, and then like something else.
And
And
then,
their entire feed will be like retweeting fucking like Trump stuff.
yeah, it's really sad. It's like I've seen a lot of people who are like praising the Flashpoint Supergirl, Sasha Cal, I think her name is.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're saying like she would have been the best Supergirl if they brought her back, but it's like people didn't even like that movie.
Yeah.
People shit on that movie. And to now say that like she was the best Supergirl, it like doesn't make any sense. Especially considering she didn't have the story that Supergirl has at all. So how do you know how she would do in an actual Supergirl role? She was a completely different character in that movie with a completely different like storyline.
Yeah. I
I
think
don't
that
know.
like this is one of those scenarios where she's not like it's difficult in it because this is similar to like oh I hate all men kind of thing or like all men are dickheads sort of thing. Obviously it doesn't apply to the ones that aren't dickheads.
Mm-hmm.
She's calling out specifically the people that do it, but because of the way that it's being said, the wider group have like kicked off about it. But I think that people were just looking for like a reason to hate this anyway.
100% they were. I've been seeing like people literally are saying it's gonna be a trash movie and it's not even out yet. And I don't know. You're right, it is the exact same thing that happened to Captain Marvel. That movie was not bad. It was supposed to set up Secret Wars, and then we got that stupid ass TV show because everybody pretended to hate Captain Marvel even though they just didn't even see it. And then like Secret Invasion just didn't even become like a thing.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like a big Avengers like situation, and you didn't get any Avengers in the show at all, or even Captain Marvel, who started the whole situation. I don't know.
And you get a situation with the Marvels where it becomes the lowest grossing film
Yeah.
because people don't people just not watch something out of spite.
And then you have the other side of it where now people who are like ultra feminist are like she can't be Supergirl. Why is her name Supergirl? And it's like I get like I get some of the arguments. Have you seen the like asking why is she Supergirl and not Superwoman yet?
No, I haven't seen any of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get where people are saying where like she's an adult now, and especially in this film, she's like clearly going through adult things. But I also understand that like Supergirl is an iconic name and people know Supergirl. They don't really know Superwoman. So calling her Superwoman now would probably just cause more backlash on this character than if you were to just go with the original name.
I feel like I feel like if you were to do Superwoman anyway, it's too close to Superman. I feel like Supergirl is like definitively different.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
also when you like when you say Superman or Supergirl, you're not really thinking about the fact that they're called that.
Right. It's a
And
title.
she's supposed to be a role model to kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be easier for a kid to connect to that character if they can like self-identify like, "Oh, she's a girl like me."
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know. I still
not
call myself
like
a girl and I'm 24. So
I call myself a boy and I'm 28. So
and
I that kind of shit is just fucking pedantic.
yeah. It's just there's a lot going on.
Don't
I
get
hope that
that.
the movie does good. I'll still be going to see it. I think that I'm gonna love this movie. I don't want to go in with any like preconceived notions, so I'm trying to lower my expectations. But I really love Supergirl. I've been loving the trailers. I understand people's like opinions on like Lobo being such a huge part of it, but I think Lobo is a cool character. So I'm not even gonna be that upset that he's in it, to be honest, as long as the actual story is good.
Do you have, I know that this is always your favorite part about the fucking conversation. Your mind always goes blank whenever I ask. But do you have any kind of prediction for where it will fall in terms of box office? Do you want to
I
know what
I,
Superman got?
Yeah, I'm honestly worried for it, to be honest. Just simply because of the fact that a lot of people won't go see it because it's Supergirl and not Superman.
So Superman finished on 605 million, so just over half a billion. It took a long time to get there. It was a crawl.
Right. I don't know. With the success of Superman, you'd think people would just be more excited to go see this one.
You
I
would
would hope
think.
that it would do better, at least like 700, but maybe 500? That would be nice. 500? It's a little bit less, but I don't know. I wanted to just blow Superman out of the water. I think she's a much cooler
God.
character. I don't know. I've
Can I give you
always,
like my honest opinion on it?
yeah.
You're not gonna like it at
What's
all.
your honest opinion?
I don't see any scenario here. Even if this film is outstanding, I don't think it's beating Superman.
Yeah.
And I would be really, really surprised if this film finishes at the box office with a 4 at the start of it. I
Ooh,
think it's going to finish in the 300s.
damn. I'm just gonna have to
Which,
go see it 8 times.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's got IMAX for it, but they haven't really built up, like the marketing for this and stuff. It doesn't feel like an event like Superman did.
No. They really,
Superman felt like, oh, everyone's going to go see the new Superman.
right. I really do think that they should have capitalized on the fact that like it's superhero movies coming out like month to month, you know. Even though I know
That,
DC and Marvel are like against each other, I still feel like if they
yeah.
both went in on it, it would have worked out really well for them.
I think yeah, that's one of the big because we've got so much like people are calling it like is it cape shit or cape slop or something?
What?
Like there's a whole movement that is just entirely against superhero films at the moment, and I
Oh,
think it would
jeez.
have been good to like counteract that and be like, no, these films are actually going to be good because the thing is, like, Supergirl could be mid as fuck, but if people go in with, like, oh, I might actually fucking enjoy this film, they're probably gonna come out thinking, oh, I actually quite enjoyed that film, even if it was just a mid film.
Right.
But people always go into these now with, like, the cynical fucking, oh, well, I watched Ant-Man 3 and I didn't like it, and this film's gonna be like Ant-Man 3.
Or, like,
fucking
the comic
Ant-Man
book,
Quantumania
like...
did insane damage.
Right, yeah, no, that's true. But, like, you also have the people who, like, are hardcore fans who are supposed to be, like, the main people to go, like, support this, and all of them are like, oh, it's not gonna be like the comics, so I don't even care to go see it. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, it's a new story. You get to see the character on the big screen. That's exciting to me. Regardless if it follows exactly the story that you read in a fucking comic book.
Yeah.
It's still the character that you love, regardless. Or it should be. And I think
I'm
these are
definitely
the
gonna go see
two,
it.
like, I think they're the two most promising superhero movies we had in a while. I'm more excited for these two movies than I am for Doomsday. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. That might be a hot take, but I, like, really, these are what I was looking forward to the most.
I mean, it's not really a hot take when it comes to Spider-Man. It might be a hot take for Supergirl.
Call me crazy.
But, I mean, she's got stiff competition because you're going up against the Marvel nostalgia machine.
Oh my god, yeah.
With the X-Men, so...
The Marvel nostalgia machine.
That's what it's become at this point. I
It
can't
is,
wait
yeah.
for Secret Wars. Like, give me that, like, freshness of, like, you know, going to the fucking cinema and not knowing what you're gonna see. Because now you can guarantee, like, oh, they're gonna fucking bring somebody back.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody from a film from 20 years ago is gonna return in this movie. Like, no, I want a whole new experience. I can't wait for them to recast Iron Man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for just a new era of comic book films.
I am excited too. I do kind of want the reboot.
But meanwhile, though, we're not gonna get like onto Spider-Man just yet because there's something else I want to bring up. But I do think that Spider-Man's gonna hit 1 billion.
Spider-Man always does better than
real quick.
Spider-Man does better than any other superhero film ever. Like, anytime.
Yeah.
It is the one that everybody... It doesn't matter if you've been watching the MCU, you will go see a Spider-Man movie. And it will not let you down.
The fact that the tickets came out today, this early, that like, outside of maybe Avengers films, I've not seen tickets go up this early.
Yeah.
On my cinema's website. And seats are already selling. And I guarantee both of those screenings... I think they're gonna sell out.
It's still a
which
month
is
away.
crazy. I know, it's mad.
It's not even
I'm like
the
shit,
end
I
of
gotta
this
book in
month yet, and it's not till the end of next month.
So, Spider-Man's gonna save superhero films. He did it last time.
Oh my god, I think it's gonna be a great movie.
I had to sneeze. Okay. So, also they added Cyclops to Marvel Rivals.
They did.
They did? How'd you feel about him?
I hate him.
I love him.
I hate him.
Let's move on.
I die to Cyclops more than any fucking character on that game now. He just fucking shoots a laser in one direction, and now it just hits everybody. I don't understand how that works.
I think he's brilliant, and I'll buy every costume for him.
He can fucking... Okay, let's move on. I'm getting flashbacks.
Okay. So, brief break in the superhero-ness. But, and this isn't on the thing, I wanted to get your opinion on it, because it's a huge thing in UK news at the moment that we're getting a social media ban. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay. So... they've already done it in Australia. They might have done it in other countries, but we only hear about fucking Australia, the US, Canada, and ourselves. But, so, in Australia, it's already in place and has been for a while. They're implementing here a ban for social medias like TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, for anybody that is under the age of 16.
Oh,
And
actually, you
then,
did tell me about this.
okay, and then if you're 17, there's a curfew on it.
Okay.
How would you feel about that?
I would have killed myself. If I was younger, if I was still in high school, that would have been it for me.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy that it's a
I
thing that they're doing,
understand.
and I feel like I feel like I'm in the minority of people that is like, this is not the way to do things. So many
It's
people, like
sad.
mostly parents, are like, yeah, let's do it.
I get why they want to. Social media does ruin your mental health. It's very highly addictive. I can understand restrictions, but to outright ban it when there are some things that social media does that are like net positives, I think
Yeah,
is kind of sad. And it's things that people don't care about. That's why they're like, "Oh, just ban it," because it's like kids that are gay, kids that are trans and have to like discover this thing about themselves. They have whole communities of people that they can talk to online. That saved
yeah,
my life as a kid, in a way. Being able to have friends from other places that knew what I was going through because the people that I was talking to every day in my real life just had no idea. But, like, I also understand why that's dangerous for a kid to be doing. I was a smart kid online. I never met up with anybody until I was, like, a full grown adult. And it was still after I knew them for years. But some kids are not as smart as me. Most kids actually aren't, and they are just meeting up with strangers online because they think that they're other kids, or they don't care that they're an adult, they just care that somebody's paying attention to them. So I get that aspect too, but I really do think like if you have parental controls and the parents can like actively like see what their kids are doing online, control the content that they see, I don't think there's anything
yeah.
wrong with that, but to outright ban kids from going on these things is kind of crazy. And to make it so that like now you have to like basically put all your information on there to even access it is crazy as well, considering like you're an adult. You shouldn't have that. You shouldn't have to be restricted just because you don't want to put your ID into a fucking website.
I already have to take a selfie if I want to go on a naughty website.
Yeah, now they got your fucking now they got your face. They can fucking deep fake
Yeah.
you onto the naughty website.
um, the I think that what you mentioned about like the restrictions and like the parental restrictions and stuff, I think that's the issue is that parents don't want to.
No.
It's too much effort now for parents. They're like, because social media is moving too quick for them.
Mhm.
And like even me growing up, because I was like, oh, would that have affected me much when I was growing up? But we didn't really have social media that wasn't Facebook when I was
Same.
growing up. You know, I wasn't really tapped into like the MySpace portion of fucking the internet.
Right.
And Facebook was there, but like I was using Facebook to play Facebook games.
Yeah. Same.
You know, I never used it to like I don't know, be a fucking influencer. But in retrospect, when they do this, because they're gonna do it, and like maybe some of our future politicians will try and undo it. I don't know. I don't know if they're even allowed to do that. But Shawn Mendes would have never fucking existed
Right.
because he fucking, you know, like kids post their talents online
Yeah.
and become famous from it and stuff. Yeah, think about that, parents. If you put a bit
I'm
of effort
just
into it, your fucking kid could become famous.
Okay. Actually, though, that's dangerous too. I think it should be illegal for parents to make money off their children.
I mean, I agree, but that's why the kid is like just posting their talent.
Yeah, but then you get like influencer parents that are like filming their children doing things and posting it online for views. Like there's like families
Okay, yeah,
that
no, that
do
I don't like that.
that do YouTube and they literally farm their kid for money.
No, I don't like shit
And
like
you
that.
gotta think like that's what these parents are doing that are putting their kids into like acting at a young age. They're farming their kid for money or hoping that they could farm their kid for money. It's kind of sad. And like,
I mean, that shit isn't
your
going to stop.
if
It's
your
just going to
kid
become
wants
less
to post,
frequent.
I do think like it's dangerous to post yourself online, especially now with like AI and stuff. They can just take your whole video and like now, I mean, people are posting their babies online. It's just scary. It's scary to be on social media now, and I do think that it is like, unfortunately, it is up to the parents to like not put their kid out there like that and to like teach them why these things are dangerous, because the kid, just because you say you can't do this doesn't mean that they know why it's bad or like what possible harm could come from it. But you try to explain this stuff to people and they really just go, oh, it doesn't affect me, even though it really could in the future. I have a
I've
crazy footprint.
seen...
I have a crazy digital footprint. I don't even think
We
you
all
could
do.
possibly. I don't think you could possibly like scrounge through my digital footprint to find anything because there's just so fucking much of it. And that's scary to me. Because, like they said, that doesn't go away, technically. It's all still connected to me. Now I just
I
gotta deal with the
think that,
consequences of
like...
what I was doing as a preteen on the fucking internet. It's terrible.
That's fair. Like, we've all fucking, like, ended up posting something that we regret. And I do think that, like, kids need to be protected about shit like that. But that's, again, I think, like, when I was first getting into, like, using Instagram and using Twitter, and I don't know why they're banning YouTube. That one's
Yeah.
baffling to
I
me.
don't get that either.
Especially, like, the condition that YouTube's currently in. It's, like, really good to be using YouTube right now, because it's the only place to really get good long-form content that isn't... Like, even shit that they're putting out on Netflix feels like slop.
Mm-hmm.
These, like, fucking documentaries and shit that they're pumping out. Like, YouTube is still content made by humans for humans. It's the only place that, like... You know, you can fucking watch somebody talk about action figures for, like, an hour.
Even Skibidi Toilet
People
was made
make
by
their
a
own...
human.
We're not talking about that.
Hey, that was YouTube. YouTube born and bred, baby.
Backrooms.
Actually, it
We
might
wouldn't
have
have Backrooms.
it might have been on TikTok, actually.
Backrooms, yeah, this big Hollywood film that people are fucking loving right now wouldn't have existed
Yeah.
because Kane Parsons wouldn't have been able to fucking post it on his YouTube channel.
True that.
But no, I wanted to bring up an anecdote because earlier on today when I was getting the bus back, there was a mum on there that was talking to this old couple about the social media ban. And she was saying, like, oh, I think it's a really, really good idea, you know, blah, 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 going on about it. And then she was like, I don't mind her using my phone to watch videos, but she won't have social media. And her kid is sat there staring at the fucking phone, watching this video. And I'm like, you realize they're taking away those videos too.
Right.
Apart from, like, YouTube Kids, but that's basically, like, that's, like, the modern day, like, cable network.
Dude,
Kids channels.
They do, even if you're not on YouTube Kids, if you watch content made for children, there's restrictions. Like, you're not allowed to look at comments. You can't, you know how when you're on your phone and you try to go to a different, like, video and it makes it really small?
Mm.
You can't do that if you're on a kids
the
for
mini
kids
player.
video. Yeah. It won't play the video. You have to be actively watching it. It's really weird.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah. And I don't have any restrictions on my YouTube. Obviously, I'm an adult. I don't have kids in my life. So why is it even doing that? Just because the thing I'm watching on YouTube is like a cartoon.
That's strange. But no, I thought, like, I don't know, that mindset of, like, I'm happy with, like, you know, all these possible social media outlets being taken away from, like, my kid that's going to become a teenager. But I'm also fine with still sticking the phone in front of her.
Yep.
I was like, you're the reason that this is happening. And I think that that's the biggest... A lot of the... So many people are like, oh, this is a great idea and blah, blah, blah. We didn't need social media in my day and whatever. It's like, it's not about whether or not it's needed or whether or not it's like... It's the fact that you're too fucking lazy to just monitor your kid and what your kid's doing.
Yeah.
If you don't want your kid's attention to be fucked... then make sure that they don't have fucking TikTok on their phone.
Yeah.
Make sure that they're not fucking using Instagram Reels. Tell them to get off of that shit.
Yeah, I think that censorship, just because, like for children, is, like, such a weak argument.
Well, like you said, with the information being online, a lot of people are pointing out that, you know, people like me are going to have to upload some sort of digital ID to prove that I'm not a kid. Or I'm going to have an AI go through my digital footprint and determine whether or not I'm a kid. And it's just very dystopian all of a sudden.
Yeah, imagine all the people who, like, don't want to be public about their life but still want to post online. Like, I can't think of anybody right now. Who's like Dream before he did a face reveal, you know?
Yeah, like Corpse.
Like, imagine he gets hacked and it's all these pictures of his actual face.
Yeah.
Connected to his account. Now you know exactly who he is. Like, that's scary. These are people that, like, genuinely didn't want that spotlight until they were ready, and that should be fine because it's the internet.
And unfortunately, with the state of the UK right now, it's going to take voting in a racist government to get this kind of thing undone.
That's incredible.
So you're going to lose... You know, you're going to gain one thing and then suddenly start losing another.
Yeah. I think that's interesting because it's the conservative parties that are pushing that here.
Oh, no, it's our Labour that's pushing it here, and it's crazy. It's absolutely wild, and it's like all of the hyper-racist, like, fucking get rid of all the immigrants, all of those kind of, like, politicians that are like, oh, no, you know, we're against this, you know. The same people that, like, as soon as they get into government will be like, oh, there's a social media ban? Oh, we don't know anything about that. It'll just have to stay in place, I guess, because we don't know what it is. We don't know how to undo that. We never said we would undo that. No.
That's hilarious.
That's happened before with Brexit, where they were like, if you leave the EU, we're going to start funding our NHS with like an extra 350 million a year. And then when they left the EU, they were like, we never said that. And it's like, you put it on the side of buses. It was going around. We've got picture evidence of you saying it publicly. And they're like, no. No, that wasn't us. We didn't do that. No.
Fake news.
Our fucking government is crazy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's all a charade.
But yeah. There we go.
Government's fake.
Do you know what's not fake?
What?
The second Spider-Man trailer.
That is not fake. They gave that to us for real.
How do you feel about it? Tell me your opinions.
I don't know. Okay, listen. Why did you say that you didn't like it? I want to know why you said you didn't like it before I go off and say I loved it. Because I did kind of like it a lot.
I think just the first one... Okay, my opinion, the first one was stronger.
Okay.
And...
What do you... Oh, the first trailer? Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And I think that this one... It didn't necessarily add anything in terms of, like... It makes me feel like that there's not really a story. It makes me feel like that there isn't a villain. I know that it's because they're hiding Sadie Sink. Okay, I get it. Sadie Sink's the main villain, and we can't know who she is. We can't know what she looks like.
And we're not allowed to know
we're gonna... That fucking shot of her in the hoodie and they've, like, CGI'd her face out is ridiculous. That's the most CGI fucking trailer shot I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's worse than the Invisible Man kicking Lizard in the No Way Home trailer. At least they tried there. They've not even tried here. I'm trying to think of, like, what I liked about it.
The fact that we saw more prison scenes? The prison is real?
Yeah. Okay, so...
The prison is not CGI fake, pretend?
Yeah, but I said that was real.
But you said it might not be real. Remember, there was doubt, and now there's no doubt, because we got, like, 8 other shots of it.
No. You said that.
No, you said it.
I
You
said the
said
rooftop scene.
no. Okay, you said that
No, I'm serious. It was the rooftop one, because apparently
Yeah.
that was different in a leaked trailer. Not the
The
prison one.
I remember you
I
being like they could have like changed the background so he's not actually in a
yeah,
prison.
the jumping rooftop one. The final shot from the first trailer, I think that one's fake.
You wanted someone else. You said that they CGI'd somebody out of that one, but I'm talking
But
about
I
something
think the
different.
background is also fake.
Oh, okay,
That was the one that I said I think that entire shot is bullshit.
okay. Well, I misunderstood you. I guess. Never mind.
And then you thought that the prison scene against the ninjas would have been part of the montage, and I said, but why would he have his mask off? And I would like you to answer that question now that you've seen more of it. Why would he have his mask off, and do you still think it's part of the montage?
No,
No and no.
no, and no.
No, and I will not expand
And
any
I
further,
don't
Your
understand
Honor.
what's going on with his eyes.
He's evolving.
He's evolving.
It's Black Suit Spider-Man.
So it's a Venom thing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so why is he evolving?
Spiders have black eyes,
Okay.
which I'm not going to Google because I don't like spiders. Um, I was going to Google the picture just to make sure I was right, and I'm not going to do that. Here's my theory. I think the change that he's going through, I think it's been triggered by Sadie Sink somehow. I think that an encounter happens early in the film. Maybe you get that montage of fucking shots. He's taking on Boomerang. He's taking on Tarantula.
He's taking on the ninjas in the prison.
Yeah, taking on the ninjas in the prison. Capturing the guy and doing the iconic pose. And then I think that montage is going to end with him getting, like, fucking brapped in the face by her. And she is gonna, like, trigger him in some way and set off, like, his mutation. And he's like, oh, holy shit. Because, realistically, what is she gonna do throughout this film to, like, be the main villain of the film when it's Jean Grey and she's insanely more powerful than him? So, you have her as the villain. Go on.
They said he was. Does he usually have the ability to like not be affected by telepaths?
No, but I assume that's a spider sense thing.
I understand
think
why
so.
they're saying it now, but I don't know if that was ever a thing that he had the ability to do. But in the trailer, they did say like he's the only one not affected.
I think that's deliberate. I don't think she wants him to be.
Really?
Yeah. Because was there not a scene where Punisher's, like, walking through a crowd of, like, frozen people?
There possibly was.
So I think that's deliberate. I think she's, like, talking to them in that moment. Like, you know, freeze everybody else in that portion of the city and just talk to them two.
Yeah, because what's Punisher even gonna do for that?
Oh yeah, Mr. One Scene, you said.
Mr. Once.
At least two.
Yeah. I don't know.
At the very least two.
I think the MJ stuff is kind of dumb, and I'm kind of pissed about that.
What if we got...
They literally just put her in this film to be a damsel in distress, and then, like, she doesn't even know why she's in danger. That's really stupid.
Spider-Man does not have the inherent immunity or special defenses against telepathy. Telepathy. Because his powers are physiological rather than psychic.
Right. But maybe they changed that in the MCU, because remember in
he is
No
evolving.
Way Home, when Doctor Strange did that thing to him and his spider sense was still like moving his body. And
Yeah.
it made it so that he was able to actually get back in his body, even though he was
Mm.
pushed out. Maybe in the
Mm.
MCU he's just got like this inherent like debuff against magic and shit.
Okay. Let me tell you what else I didn't like.
Okay.
I don't like any of the MJ stuff at all.
Yeah.
I don't even think she should be in this film. Or if she is, like, she should have the same screen time that she had in Homecoming.
Ugh.
We're talking, like, on the fucking fringe. He's not interacting with her because he can't. Like, we don't... There's too much shit going on. I'm like, why have we got the Hulk here? It's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, okay, sick. We're gonna get to see him, like, Hulk out. He's gonna be grey.
I kind of get the
He's
Hulk
gonna be,
thing
like,
now.
fucking... Yeah, but
I forgot Bruce Banner
why?
was in biology. Ugh.
I suppose, like, yeah, he would go to Bruce Banner for help, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
But do we need an entire fucking extended sequence of him trying to control the Hulk? It's cool, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say take it out, because I want to see it. I'm just saying, should we have put it in to begin with? When we've got so many other things going on. Like, the Scorpion shit, they basically showed the entire Scorpion fight in this trailer.
Yeah.
I was so fucking hyped for Michael Mando.
But
And now it seems like he's not going to be a
back.
thing.
It doesn't matter.
He
like,
better.
Yeah. Okay. My
He
theory.
fucking better.
My theory is if Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, she's not the main villain. She's doing all of this because of the department guys.
Okay, I
You know who I'm
agree.
talking about? And they're actually going to be the bad guy. And she's going to have to, like, convince Spider-Man that she's not actually the bad guy, even though she's kind of fucking with him at the same time, because she thinks that he's working for this evil government agency.
Okay, that's fair. He doesn't realise that they're very, like, racist, anti-mutant.
Yeah.
He thinks that she's evil. That's fair.
Right. Because she's causing havoc. You know, I think it's going to be a classic, like, bait and switch kind of situation.
Yeah. And then they all team up at the end and boom, Dawn of Justice. We're going to start the Justice League.
Yep. Exactly.
But who's controlling the hand?
I have no fucking idea why the hand is there. Okay?
This is what I'm saying.
I don't understand.
You've got Tarantula, Boomerang, Scorpion, Sadie Sink, Hulk, the hand.
Maybe the hand is literally there to train Spider-Man. Who fucking knows?
Apparently fucking Yelena is in this film.
I still don't believe that.
I do. I think she's gonna have a cameo.
Probably an end credit scene cameo.
Probably trying to recruit Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Is there gonna be a symbiote? There's posters from the sets that are teasing symbiotes. We know that the symbiote is still in that universe.
I really think they need to bring the symbiote into it. Like, so badly.
I'm just like, this is... I do really feel like I'm in the minority of people. I feel like a dickhead for saying it because I'm not really excited for this film. Because I don't understand what's going to happen in it. I'm going purely to see Punisher and Sadie Sink. Because I just don't know what else the film is going to be.
I don't know.
I think we should have gotten Gwen Stacy.
No.
Yeah, I would have liked Gwen Stacy.
No.
Spider-Man's a player.
Spider-Man is not a player. He needs no
He's
other...
He's a player until one of them dies.
He needs no other love interest at the moment. If they were gonna do another love interest, it would have been Black Cat, and it would have made sense for this one movie, and then she would have probably never come back.
Could we ever live in a world where Zendaya becomes Black Cat?
Maybe. Probably not, though.
I think like that
Realistically,
would be
no.
pretty cool. I'd like that.
People would
Oh,
like
Tombstone's in this! Tombstone is in this film.
what?
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's
Hmm.
confirmed. Tombstone as well. You got 8 different motherfuckers that are in this film.
Hmm.
If they got, like, the fucking... It's like being invited to a party, and you're looking at the guest list, and you're like, oh wow, somebody invited Tarantula. Oh wow, someone invited Boomerang? That's wild. And then it's like, oh, of course Scorpion's here, he's kind of popular. Oh, Jean Grey's gonna be here? That's wild, I can't wait to go to this thing. And then you're going down the fucking list, and then it's like, anybody that would actually make sense to be here just isn't actually here.
We're gonna be such fools when it's revealed that she's not Jean Grey.
I'll be pissed.
I would be pissed too.
I'll be fucking fuming if that's not Jean Grey.
That's what, like,
If she's
they've
some
dug
fucking-
themselves into such a large hole right now.
I'm sorry, but that's such a
Such a
cop-out
big
if
hole.
she's the Punisher's fucking sidekick, or if she's, like, a symbiote person, or, like, a fucking Spider Queen person. That's such a fucking cop-out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I am excited for it, though. I think that it will be good. I think...
Could I propose that the film would be slightly better if we didn't have Ned?
No. You're killing me
I
here.
tried.
Your takes are terrible. Okay, I disagree with you wholeheartedly on the fact that MJ and Ned shouldn't be in it. I 100% think that they're very important to this story. He was
I just
supposed
think
to
for
tell
one
them
film.
at the end of the other film that, like, he's their friend. And then it shows in the film that they're looking for Spider-Man because they know something's up. They just can't put it together because they don't remember. I genuinely think at the end of this, it has to be that they get their memories back. Because, and if it's Jean Grey, she gives them back their memories and everything is good again.
Okay, now that makes sense. I'm fine with that. But, do we need the Hulk in there to do that?
Not necessarily, but big green guy go boom.
Do we need Tarantula in there to do that? do
I'm
we
not
need
arguing
Scorpion,
these things.
Tombstone, and the Hat?
I'm not arguing any of this. I didn't think that Hulk needed to be in it. Bruce Banner made sense. Hulk is kind of dumb. And the fact that he is now back to just... Now he's separate again, and he's suppressing the Hulk, when before this he was Professor Hulk and he was, like, one with the Hulk. It doesn't make sense for his character. This is, like, really regressive to everything they've been doing with him.
If we were gonna, like... I know that people aren't gonna like this, but everything else I fucking said they're not gonna like anyway. So, I feel like if you were gonna, like, ram this film and, like, put as many people in it as possible, fair enough with the villains, okay? I'll give the villains a slide. They can all come to the party. But, could we have not had She-Hulk? Could we have had, like, characters that have been recently fucking introduced?
Isn't She-Hulk in San Francisco?
She can travel.
She's gonna be
Alternate
Spider-Man's
option.
lawyer.
Can we not have fucking Daredevil? Can we just have people that, like... Oh, we've got Punisher, so clearly they can do it.
Yeah.
You know, I get, like, you know, Punisher fucking debuted in a Spider-Man comic, okay, fair enough. But people don't know him for that. They know him because of the films and the TV shows and shit that he's been in, and the fact that he's interacted so much with Daredevil. I don't know, there's other characters that I'm like, okay, if we were gonna jam this fucking film full of people, you know, let's have some new Avengers in here. Where's Val? Let's get Val in here. She might be in there. We don't know, but for now,
We'll
she's
fucking
not
see.
there. She might as well be there, because every other cunt is. Christ. I'm probably... I bet this is how the people felt when Homecoming came out, and they were like, "I don't want Iron Man in this film."
Yeah.
Why is Iron Man in this
People really
film?
didn't like that.
I'm sure that I'll go watch this film and I'll come out of it and I'll be like, it was amazing, I loved it, they did such a good job, the fight scenes were phenomenal, I'll glaze the fuck out of it, it'll be a 10 out of 10.
Ninjas. It made so much sense that the ninjas were there.
The ninjas are the thing I'm most excited for.
I know.
I want just a Spider-Man versus the Hand film.
No.
But I just don't... Okay, how do you feel about the powers thing?
What powers thing?
Well, he's got natural webbing now.
Oh, that's gross.
It is gross.
I don't like it.
I think he's
gonna
really
run out of natural webbing.
It's interesting to like show the classic looking web shooters and take them away in the same trailer.
Yeah.
I love the web shooters.
Me too. He's gonna go through, like, the emotional turmoil that fucking what's-his-face went through in that one movie. And he's not gonna be able to use his natural webbing,
anybody.
So he has to, like, make the web shooters again. It's gonna be stupid.
They're gonna do the Spider-Man 2, he loses his powers trait.
Yeah.
That thing that I love so much.
Yep.
Yeah, that would make things better. That would make me like the film. Fucking hell.
Oh, man. I don't know. I don't really get the mutating thing. I think that this is confusing a lot of people on... I don't like Spider-Man being a mutant. I don't know if that's, like, a unpopular opinion or not, but I think... I like...
Mutate.
Right, but this is getting into a weird territory where nobody understands the difference between mutate and mutant.
Yeah.
And I try to explain it to people, and they literally, like, they can't comprehend it. Especially because of, like, what's going on with him in this movie. It's like, everybody's like, well, it's the same thing now. Maybe that will be
addressed.
But that would be stupid.
Maybe that's what...
Unless they keep it, like, that he isn't a mutant, actually. Because it just, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense.
That's gonna be the big reveal of Jean Grey. There's gonna be Jean Grey.
He's gonna be like, I'm a mutant now, and she's gonna be like, you're not a mutant, bro.
No, because he's clever, so he wouldn't say that. They would have like Ned say it.
Oh.
And Ned's like, oh my god, so you're a mutant? And then she's like, no, I'm a mutant. Pulls down the hood. And it's just Sadie Sink.
Like a regular fucking person.
Yeah, and they're just looking at each other and they're like, okay.
So what's the difference? Spider-Man just goes, hey, that's really, can't really say that.
But I'm excited that we got the Department of Damage Control.
Yeah.
I love that, like, they're a regular thing. And they've been a thing since Homecoming.
Fuck it, put Wonder Man in this movie.
Genuinely, I'd be fine with that. I think he swings past a Wonder Man. I think he swings past a Wonder Man billboard. You know.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain I've heard that that's in one of the trailers, but that could also be bullshit. Destin Daniel Cretton made both things. Like, he made Wonder Man and Spider-Man.
Hey.
God, give me Trevor, please. You know I would just immediately dismiss everything bad about this film if they had Trevor in it.
So biased.
That would be enough. I feel like it's justified. Trevor deserves everything. Do you have any other thoughts on the Spider-Man trailer?
No.
For the record, I don't think it's bad. I just think that, like, it's a bit of a mess.
It is confusing.
But I'm real excited they got Jackie Chan's stunt crew in to do the fight scenes, which I'm super excited for. And the cinematography in it looks great. Like, that sliding shot of him fighting the ninjas. Like, that action scene looks amazing.
Yeah.
And when he's, like, spinning around, shooting the fucking webs out of himself, he hit his fucking Marvel Rivals ult.
Oh my god. That's all I'm gonna be thinking about the whole movie. Is I fucking hate Spider-Man. I fucking hate Spider-Man.
That's all I could think of was like, oh, that's a video game move. So there we go. There we go. There's rumors that he will at some point become Man Spider in this film
No.
with the 6 arms.
It would be funny,
four
but I
arms or
don't
whatever.
think it'll actually happen.
I hope it don't, because that'll look horrific. I don't want to see that shit. That ain't for me. I am not the target demographic. Oh my god. Okay. You want to know what I am the target demographic of?
What?
Marvel Midnight.
Yeah.
Let's talk
They
about
targeted
comic
you.
books. I feel targeted. They were like, oh, you just got into this absolute universe? Well, here's our version.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this?
Oh, one second, I gotta yawn.
Yeah, that was a lot. We just went through a lot.
I mean,
We're not talking about Game of Thrones today.
I think it's a pretty sick fucking premise. I like vampires. I don't know. I'm into it. I'm really excited for the X-Men part of it. Fucking Nightcrawler. He'd be a sick character for this.
Oh,
I hope he's like a
put
main
Marvel Midnight
character.
Suns. That would be nice, because I don't think he's had much exposure recently.
No, he hasn't. He should honestly. I think he's more popular than he like seems.
I feel like they just don't really know what to do with him at the moment.
It's sad. He's the coolest.
But I have faith in Jonathan Hickman.
Yeah.
You have to after reading the New Avengers to Secret Wars run. And he is like spearheading this. He is the Scott Snyder when it comes to Marvel's Midnight Universe. Scott Snyder is like the overseer of the Absolute Universe.
I really do
So
like
they've
these
got
little
Hickman
like
in for this.
just like the little extra like, oh, this is a completely different thing, but it's got all your faves in it. Like that's super cool. I'm
I
excited
never used
see.
to like them,
Yeah.
but I have come to appreciate them. So
They to
announced
be fair,
like
before Absolute, they kind of
Hmm.
haven't done a really good one.
yeah, it was most like the old Elseworld stuff. I never really enjoyed that much.
Yeah.
It was cool in concept, but I don't know. So we're going to be getting X-Men, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man. I'm most excited for Fantastic Four.
That
I'm
makes
probably going to
sense.
put in, I'm probably going to put in a pre-order and get like a subscription for that and read it like issue by issue. I'm probably going to completely avoid the Spider-Man one, I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Mostly because, hot take, I think the majority of Spider-Man comics are overrated.
Damn.
But also,
that's a spicy take.
But they're going to fucking pump this shit out.
Yeah.
And I don't have time to be reading all... Like, I'm not going to read the X-Men one straight away.
Right.
I'm going to wait for this shit to start coming out in TPs, and then I'll start buying them and reading them.
Okay.
But the Fantastic Four one will be like my absolute Batman, where I'm just going to get every issue. I'll probably get all the variants.
Oh, wow.
Why not? But that's like, because it's the one that I'm most interested in the sense of like, it's going to lean into cosmic horror. It's leaning into like Lovecraftian horror. Just in general, it's the kind of horror that I prefer.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge vampire fan, but I'll read the X-Men one eventually. At some stage, maybe. Maybe not. Who knows?
So, okay, I guess I didn't understand that they were all different. So,
They are.
the Fantastic Four one's not vampires?
No, just the X-Men are vampires.
Oh, interesting.
So, it says... Spider-Man discovers that with great power comes something monstrous. I think they're doing a man-spider thing.
Yeah, you're not gonna really enjoy that.
No.
That's gonna scare the
Surprisingly
fuck out
not.
of you.
Yeah. And then the Fantastic Four venture into the unknown, not to save the world, but to unleash terror upon it.
Ooh.
And I'm sure that I read somewhere that the Fantastic Four are gonna, like, go to an alien planet and, like, they're gonna be the villains of the planet kind of thing.
Ooh.
But just in general, I'm like, the variant covers for this kind of shit is always cool. You know, you've seen the Absolute Batman ones that I've sent you.
Yeah.
They're always sick. You know. That enough is... That's going to be enough for me to buy them. Just cool covers. What else we got? The main covers of the Midnight titles will be cloaked covers, partially obscured with the full artwork revealed with a turn of the page.
Ooh, what?
Oh.
I don't think I like that.
No, let me read the whole thing.
Okay.
Oh, and they've got an example of it here. Oh! Okay. Okay. No, I kind of fuck with it. So, it says the... Partially obscured with the full artwork revealed with a turn of the page. With the exception of the debut issues, the full artwork will remain shrouded in shadow, only revealing themselves to readers daring enough to pick them up on the stands.
Okay.
And then it's got an example of what they'll look like. It's got, like, the page is split up into, like, 4, and 3/4 of it are covered with, like, one kind of tease, I guess, for the cover, and then I guess when you open it, you'll see the actual thing. And it's got, like, the Midnight X-Men logo, for example.
How are you supposed to display that?
I guess you're going to be buying variants based on the little amount that you're shown. I don't know, that's enough for me, I'm not going to lie.
I'm just thinking, like, if you wanted to put, like, this comic book on your wall, like some people do, you're supposed to just display it open.
They might release, like, uncovered variants for that kind of thing.
Maybe. That would be cool.
I like the little logo for the Midnight Universe. It's like a little clock that goes above the Midnight thing, and it's got the little Midnight sections in yellow. It's kind of cool. Oh, we've got like full breakdowns of each one. Hold up 1 second. Midnight X-Men. It says, on returning to the X-Men to deliver another visionary reinvention of mutant kind, Hickman said, I'm so enthusiastic about this project, it's the most excited I've been in years. The conceit of Midnight X-Men aligns perfectly with the kind of stories I like to tell. It has rich, open-ended mythology that equally mixes old and new ideas into something that feels both familiar and original. It says that the Sword of Damocles... Damocles? Okay. The Sword of Damocles hangs over the peace between these two species and the factions within them. An outright war is brewing, and the unturned will be caught in the crossfire. The shadows of New York City are stalked by vampires and the mutant empires.
Ooh.
So we got vampires versus empires for that. We got... An obsessive scientist delves into the secrets of the universe, perhaps best left unknown to mankind, leaving himself and 3 others warped in strange and horrifying ways. What horrible secrets lie in the new dimensions they have discovered, and can humanity survive the discovery?
New dimensions? That's sick as fuck.
Well, the negative zone and shit, I guess. And then we got a quote from... Oh, that's cool. So the guy that's writing it, written by Benjamin Percy, it says, Percy explained, if you've read my work, you know that I see the world through a dark, disturbed lens. To me, it's always midnight. Very edgy of him. It's always midnight. And then he said, when Hickman called me, it was from a landline in the basement of an abandoned house with the wires cut, blood poured from the receiver into my ear. I said yes. When I imagined this other version of Marvel, a terrifying poisoned universe, my mind immediately went to the Fantastic Four. Why is that making me really excited? Now I could lean into my worst instincts and reimagine their story as one of a cosmic Lovecraftian dread.
Jeez.
Fucking hell. And then the Spider-Man one, Midnight, is nothing like the main line, nothing like the Ultimate line. You will see things in these books that shock you. You're apparently... I'm seeing whether or not it says anything about... Okay, a young Peter Parker is transformed into a hideous spider hybrid by the ruthless Oscorp in their pursuit for eternal life. When Oscorp begins to use the secrets unlocked by his mutation to create more human-animal hybrids, Peter embraces his grotesque new form to stop them.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
So there we go. Marvel Midnight.
Him like
sounds like it's coming in pretty fucking hot.
Him like being an actual like experiment instead of accidentally being an experiment is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Apart from like how I'm gonna hate the visuals for it, I'm quite excited to read it.
Yeah.
But no, the Fantastic Four one definitely is fucking right up my alley. Man. I'm like, the art better be good.
I'm gonna have to get all three, I think. Fuck.
I sold you on them.
Fuck. I don't have money.
How do you think this is gonna fare compared to compared to DC Absolute? Do you think it's gonna go well, or?
I don't know if it'll be as like big of a thing as Absolute. Just because of how like I don't know. I feel like Absolute was kind of lightning in a bottle where people were all talking about it. But I don't know if it actually is really good stories. It has the potential. I mean, I think people would like it.
I think the thing is going to be really leaning into this horror.
Yeah.
I don't think they can talk about the horror so much and the dread and whatever.
Right. It is Marvel,
and then
so
not deliver.
You have to be careful. Like they do need to like fully lean in. You're right.
You got to commit to it if you're gonna advertise it.
Mm-hmm.
But Marvel are quite well known for their like Ultimate line being a lot more interesting than their main shit usually. So, and again, all hail Hickman.
Yeah, I could see this being a really good resurgence for Marvel, because I do feel like people have not been too into what they're putting out recently.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much about any new stuff. Most of my Marvel comics that I'm reading are all old as fuck, so...
Yeah, we're always playing a lot of fucking catch-up at the moment.
Yeah.
And part of that is like by choice, but also part of it is because like whenever you go on to the recent releases, it's like Marvel Cats, Marvel Rivals.
Yeah,
you know, it's like fucking. It's not the best advertised shit.
They have been doing like the kind of webtoon-esque stories, which I don't know. That might be better for younger audiences, probably. I'm not sure.
It's not the most appealing to us, though.
Yeah, we're not really target demographic for that. I'm not. I don't know.
So, there we go. What characters would you want to see? Is there anybody that immediately you're like, oh?
I would, in the Midnight universe?
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch.
Oh, that would be cool.
Like, so badly Scarlet Witch.
Like, demon fucking Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Baba Yaga Scarlet Witch.
Total, yeah.
Make her genuinely look terrifying.
Yeah.
Anybody else, or...?
I'm trying to think of people. I mean, like...
Do you think Iron Man would be like a fucking... like a literal, like, cyborg?
That could be cool. Like he's
do
confined
like body
to
horror
his
stuff
actual
with...
like. Yeah, that could be interesting.
Like RoboCop.
Yeah.
He loses his entire body.
Holy shit.
I'm curious what they would do with, like, and whether or not these characters will even be addressed, but I wonder what they would do with characters like Captain America.
Yeah.
Because how do you really do, like, a horror spin on him? Apart from make him a Captain Hydra or something.
Right.
And he's just a villain.
It could just be like in Captain America, you know, he was actually in the war, but if you think about like the Captain America movie where they were using him as propaganda, it could just be like Captain America was only ever used for propaganda and he never actually fought in any wars. But that's not really scary.
It could fit into the lore of that's why he just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because he just wasn't ever a real thing.
You know who would be cool? Like Moon Knight
Go on.
and Blade.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're definitely going to be making appearances.
Yeah. Blade for sure. I would love to see Blade be in like the X-Men run.
I think we'll get like Midnight Ghost Rider.
Ooh. Yeah, that'd be fun.
All your usual, like, we'll probably get a Midnight Punisher and a Midnight Daredevil. I don't know what they would do for them, but
Ooh, a Midnight Daredevil
I'm sure
could be crazy. Make him actually possessed. Marvel Rivals synergy.
Yeah. I feel like they would lean into making him like really brutal and scary. Because I feel like he's kind of... I don't think I've ever considered Daredevil scary. We need him to be Batman scary.
Yeah.
He's
You've
just
never
Batman, but he
considered
kills and
Daredevil
murks people.
scary?
Not really, no.
That's crazy. I think Daredevil's way scarier than Batman.
Really?
He's blind.
Yeah, but you don't know he's blind.
I know, but he's...
You don't know.
Listen, it's the fact that he's blind and not blind, and he knows everything about you. And he knows where you're at without even seeing you. He can see through fucking walls. Like, that's fucking nuts. Batman can't do that shit.
He could smell you before he even
my
enters the room.
He could smell you.
He could, I stink. God. I would like to see Galactus.
Yeah.
I want to see those visuals. I'm all for the visuals. Like, give me this Midnight Silver Surfer.
Dude.
I'm sure that I will see them in the Fantastic Four run. They're gonna be like the main...
I don't know.
Fucking
Fuck
Midnight
it. Vision,
Doom.
Bro. Vision could
What?
be crazy.
I'm
just looking at it right here, and it's all I can think about.
I'm imagining Midnight Doom, and it's just Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen.
Oh, jeez.
He's just naked. He's just God.
He's just God.
I don't know, it's difficult to like, because with the Absolute Universe, I feel like you've got a little bit more freedom there with the sense of like, each character just has to have something taken away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with the Midnight one, it seems like they want to lean into like a genre of horror specifically.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to like, does that mean we're going to be getting like a slasher themed book? Could that be Punisher? Or could that be Daredevil? Like, are we going to get Daredevil and Muse? But in, like, the Midnight universe kind of thing? I don't know. Deadpool? With, like, your parody horror? Like, scary movie?
Deadpool, but he's a zombie.
Just Zombie Pool?
Yeah.
We already have Marvel Zombies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we going to get those again?
Probably not.
Midnight Marvel Zombies? I'm really curious, but... Ooh! Midnight Black Panther.
What do you think they would do for that?
I have no fucking clue. But just the concept of it, I'm like, sure. I'll watch it. I'll see it. Scary, terrifying Black Panther.
He just actually turns into a giant fucking panther.
I hope that that's not what all of them are. And they all just become literal... I don't know, that's the Spider-Man one, I guess. I hope that the other ones aren't like that.
Yeah.
We'll see, I guess. But yeah, Marvel Midnight. I think it's starting in like October or September. Probably October. Makes sense.
October would be...
There we go.
Would be genius. What
have we been reading?
I mean, I talked about a little bit of the Woman of Tomorrow I was reading.
Yeah.
I've been rereading Alias, so that's been taking me a while.
Nice.
I read the
Because you
first
bought it all.
yes, I got oh my god, I got 28 issues of Alias for 50 fucking dollars plus $10 in shipping.
Yeah, but that's still really
It was
fucking good.
it was amazing. I I
Are they
saw it
good
and I bought
condition?
it within yeah, they're great. They mentioned that a couple of them are like a little bit damaged, but when I was looking through it, I couldn't really see a lot. So it's mostly probably
Okay,
just
good.
like because they were red, you know. But
Yeah.
overall, they're really good condition. And then I've been starting to read Laura Kinney comic books, um,
Okay.
which she did not debut in comics. She didn't. She debuted in I think 2001, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe 2002, but in the X-Men Evolution TV series. And then her first ever comic debut was in 2003, and it's really different to what the cartoon was. Uh it's another New York X-Men thing, like New
Yeah.
NYX, or I guess not X-Men but mutants, New York mutants. And it's a bunch of kids that live in New York that basically have to like find each other because of like this one girl kitten. She has gone through like a lot in her life. Her dad was like shot and killed in front of her when she was a kid. But then like
As you do.
yeah, after she gets into like this altercation at school with like some guy, some other like student, it activates her mutant gene and she can stop time until she touches somebody. And when she touches them, sometimes they get really hurt. Like she breaks a kid's
Mm.
arm just by poking him. But then in a different like once she realizes she has this power, she like because she broke this kid's arm, he brings a gun to school and tries to shoot her, and then she stops time because she sees that he's trying to shoot her and dodges the bullet, but then when she reactivates time, her teacher gets shot instead. And
Mm.
then Laura Kinney shows up like in the third issue, I believe. Maybe yeah, I think it was the third issue. And she's actually a child prostitute.
Oh.
Yeah. And she doesn't
That's not
really
the sentence I was expecting you to
yeah,
say.
it was intense. It was a lot. And
She was doing it
she was
intense.
being pimped out. Yeah. Not
Intense.
intense. In a hotels.
Oh.
But so I don't know. She didn't talk much either because she's like mute during this time, I guess.
Yeah.
Um so I don't know that her characterization was the best. I thought that the story was interesting, and I do want to see like I still want to like read her like from the beginning, you know. But I don't know if that
Yeah.
comic book specifically was the best characterization for her. She's sick as fuck still. I think that I don't know. She's the better Wolverine. I sent you that picture of her decapitating that guy. Just straight up in front of everybody, just takes his head off. I'm like, this is dope. Why would you not want her on your side? But then there's like another
True.
girl who, when she touches the blood of animals, she like turns into that animal. It's fucked up. And then that girl gets
Okay.
hunted down by a mob because it happens to her in school, and they all just start chasing her out because she's a mutant. Yeah, it's nuts.
God, you've gone down a weird rabbit hole
Dude.
of New York Avengers. New York X-Men.
Yeah, mutants are crazy. I think it's an interesting. I don't know.
Mutants are crazy. You
It's
heard it here first. Ryan's
it
a bigot against mutants.
was a really cool like social commentary about like what does happen to like kids when they have like when they're disenfranchised basically.
Yeah.
Like Kitten runs away because she doesn't have a good home life, and now she's just found out she has these powers. And like yeah, Laura Kinney, like she's a child prostitute because before this she was literally like a genetically grown experiment and an assassin, you know, so she doesn't really know what she's doing. And then like, yeah, I don't know, it's interesting.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
And then there's another guy who can take over
You've been
people's
reading any other
bodies,
horrific books.
but it like makes him like forget things. Like he starts forgetting who he is. And he's got this
Oh,
brother.
that's kind of cool.
He's got this brother who is he's like, I guess, paralyzed, I think, or like he can't talk or move or really feed himself. He's younger, and apparently this kid can project like psychic like things at people, because the whole time he is projecting these psychic images at Kidden, like as her dead father, to tell her to go find Laura and to tell her to go find this other girl and her teacher, and like basically putting them all together so that they can like work together to help fight, I guess, the guy who was Laura's pimp.
Okay.
And then they kill him at the end, which was nice. And then they all leave the scene of the crime.
I wasn't expecting any of this, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Very interesting
This has
stuff.
taken one hell of a turn. Fucking hell.
What have you been reading?
Nothing as exciting as that. What have I been reading? I need to check my Instagram to see what I posted about. 1 second. Quick Instagram plug. I read... Did we talk about Absolute Superman?
No, we did not.
I read Absolute Superman.
How much of it?
Oh, we spoke about Absolute Batman.
I
think,
have
last
questions.
time.
I have questions for Absolute Superman. How far are you?
Yeah, go for it. I've done issues 1 through 6.
Okay. Is Brainiac in it?
Yeah, kind of.
They did hit. Okay, kind of.
He's the Brainiac system, and he's like in a room with like all of the cities in the jars, and he's like controlling the AI of his soldiers and shit.
Right, yeah. That stuff's cool.
He hasn't left the room.
Okay.
I know that he does at some point, and I think I know a spoiler.
I'm not there yet where he does things. There's just a
Okay.
specific issue about Brainiac that I think is really well done. It was like the coolest thing I've ever
Okay.
read, and I really can't wait for you to get there because I think that you'll love it.
I am still quite far off.
Okay, that's fine.
It's gonna be a long time.
Okay, let's just
Because
talk.
I've now got... I did the first issue of Wonder Woman as well.
Okay. I gotta do
I'm
that.
gonna be real. So far out of all of them, Wonder Woman has been the weakest, but it's still the first issue.
Right.
So, but no, I really enjoyed Absolute Superman.
How did you feel about the
It was-
introduction of him?
The introduction of he's like the introduction of Superman, or like how they did his origins,
His origins.
like on Krypton.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that it was like a very on the nose criticism of AI,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with. But I just thought it was like very on the nose. I was like, you're not being subtle about this at all. But also like using, it's not just a criticism of AI, but it's like being super reliant on it and not using it as like a tool, because then like his parents develop Soul for him to use
Right.
as his cape, and like the cape can morph and change and whatever. So I like that. I like that he seems weaker than regular Superman. Not that much weaker, but he doesn't seem as developed as regular Superman. And I kind of like that. I like the Peacemaker stuff. I
Do you
know that
think-
it's like synergy,
Right.
but
I think the Peacemaker stuff is funny.
I feel like it confused me a little bit because initially Peacemaker looks like he's mowing down a bunch of people, and then they're like doing the crisis report thing with the Brainiac system, and they're like, oh, that time when you almost killed all those people? And I'm like, it looked like he killed all those people.
I think he did.
And then he does actually kill all those people in the
Yeah.
next issue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you didn't have to do like a fake out thing and then actually do it. You could have just actually done it.
True.
How much of this did you read? I don't want to spoil it for you.
I've definitely read up to issue 6.
Okay. The lowest stuff, I'm kind of I'm not that bothered.
Right.
I like that she's, she's got like a completely different role. She's part of the Lazarus Corps. I kind of like that that's the role that she's taking on, but I just don't, I'm not a huge, like, die-hard, like, Clark and Lois fan, you know?
Who
I don't
else?
really care. I'm not invested in their relationship. What do you mean, who
Okay.
else?
I just like I don't know. There's some people where I'm like, who else would Superman be with if not with Lois
Oh!
Lane?
Oh, no, I mean, he should be with Lois. I just don't care for it that
That's
much.
valid.
It's not what I'm reading Superman comics for.
True.
Um, I don't know. I don't know if is Crypto alive.
I think so. I
Okay,
can't
well, at the
remember.
point that we're at, I don't really think I know what's happened to Crypto. I have a. Oh, no, I
Maybe
don't.
he's not.
I liked the stuff where I was really surprised that he still ended up landing at the Kent farm. And then, like, the twist was instead that he just isn't there as long. Like, he
Right.
doesn't spend as much time there. And also, he crash landed there as, like, a kid or, like, a preteen rather than a baby.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that might be like I mean a possibility for why he's not as strong as main Superman.
yeah, maybe. It's taking longer to develop.
Hmm.
I liked the Lazarus Corps, like, raiding the Kent farm, and he's like, shit, I've got to give up this. That was, like, a really emotional moment, because I got really
Hmm.
attached to the Kents
I
very quickly.
know. I know that
And
was the worst.
I was so sad that he had to leave them. I was like, oh, but he was doing the right thing, so I was happy that he did end up leaving them, because
Yeah.
I was like, I can't watch you guys die. They
No.
still might at some point, but... And then it kind of left on the cliffhanger of, like, I knew Ra's al Ghul was going to be here, because he's on the cover of the second volume. I'm really intrigued as to what the fuck is going on there, because I do think that Ra's al Ghul should have been leveled up to be like a Justice League power villain.
Right. Yeah, I feel like the
Like,
Justice
he's
League
got the
never
potential there.
they never really cross paths with him.
No. So I like that they've buffed Ra's al Ghul. The thing that I think I'm most, like, curious about is they left me on the cliffhanger of Lois Lane finding Martha Kent in the care home. And I had the theory earlier on that Martha Kent was actually Superman's mum. I think the Kents are his actual parents.
What?
That no, hear me out.
No.
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
I'm probably wrong, but
Okay.
listen. What if? No, because it wouldn't make sense in timeline. Because he spent like a year and a half in space, which was also horrific.
Yeah.
And he had like no food. He was just floating in space. It reminded me of Project Hail Mary, actually. I was like, this is awful. My theory was, and I think I've moved away from this theory in the last 10 seconds. My
Because
theory
I started
was,
laughing at you.
you laughed at me, and then I thought about him being in space, and he was only in space for a year and a half, and it wouldn't make sense. I thought, okay, they've all, unless maybe it was wrong the amount of time that he was in space. I don't know. But I had the theory that they all left Krypton and, like, got separated, and his parents landed on Earth first, but because they already were mature enough, their powers and their memory got, like, zapped from them.
Okay.
And they've got amnesia.
Okay.
And they don't know that they've got a kid. They don't know that they're aliens from Krypton.
Interesting.
Or they, like, initially did, and they took up the mantle of, like, Martha and John Kent as, like, being incognito, right?
Right.
Like, aliases. And then, because I like the tragic idea of he gets separated from his parents land, they get amnesia, he lands, and conveniently lands in the same spot. and is about to get raised by them but has to abandon them. I think that's so fucking sad. And they could die as, like, regular humans because they've had all their fucking powers zapped.
Yeah. I think it's...
And never know.
I think it's equally sad, though, that he found people that were so similar to his parents and had to still leave them. Because that's the thing is, like, they were farmers, you know, and they were also, like, down on their luck, you know? So that was really,
the reason I lean into it so much, I think, is because I've never... Okay, one, I don't read Superman comics, but also two, I'm not used to seeing this much of his parents.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, if we're seeing so much of his parents, I feel like it has to tie in somehow. So that's why I'm leaning into it so much. That's my theory. It might not be a good one, but there it is. I read other stuff.
Oh. You want to move on?
What's your question?
Oh, I was going to say, is there anyone else you want to see in the Absolute Universe they haven't done yet?
I want to see Absolute Darkseid, but I don't know. I don't know how that would look.
Yeah. Or
what he would be missing. I guess he would be missing the Omega power. What's it? I can't like the fucking. He's already usually missing the anti-life equation. I can't remember what his Omega thing actually is, but maybe he's missing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying. It's going to be a Batman character. They just introduced Batgirl.
Yeah.
And she looks sick.
Cassandra Cain.
Or no, Barbara Gordon.
Oh.
Well, they introduced Cassandra as well in Absolute Catwoman.
Right. I heard about that.
But no, we got like Barbara Gordon as the Bat.
That's cool.
And she's buff.
Nice. You know,
there's got to be a Bat.
I wouldn't mind seeing Absolute Titans. I think that could be cool.
See, I don't know what they're doing with the Robins yet because I've not read it.
I'm mostly thinking like Raven and Starfire.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing like Beast Boy, I guess.
Yeah. And everybody, just don't put a Robin on the team. Who fucking cares? It's the Titans, and what they're missing is Robin.
I guess. I think I would pick Mad Hatter.
That's cool.
Or like Professor Pig.
Ooh. I think they should definitely bring them up.
The fucked up Batman villains.
Yeah.
God.
You can fuck them up so bad because they're already so fucked up.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about like them being too fucked up.
Professor Pig would be fucking crazy. Or Dollmaker.
I love Professor Pig.
Dollmaker scares me. Yeah.
I wonder if we've got like just simple ones like Absolute Zaz. I'm gonna Google it. Tell me the spoilers. We don't have Zaz yet.
Dang. I gotta get back on the absolute grind. This is lame.
Yeah, I took like a huge break from it and I'm regretting it. So, I started Absolute Wonder Woman. She is missing being raised on the mascara. She's instead raised by Circe on the island of Hell.
She's not missing her gayness.
I think she might be.
You would be
to be honest, not a heap of stuff really happened in the first issue though.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little bit slow. There was just a lot of like exposition and like, you know, setting it up. So we'll see where that goes. But I've also got my volumes of Absolute Flash and Absolute Martian Manhunter, so I can just fucking sit there and read through it all.
Ugh. Do you think you'll do
I got
Green
no
Arrow
excuses.
and Green Lantern?
I will do both of them.
The first Green Lantern one was crazy. The first issue.
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know what the premise of that is. What are they missing?
I don't know.
I'll Google it.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure specifically.
What is Absolute Green Lantern missing? It can't be the willpower, right?
Mm-mm.
The story is notably missing the traditional Green Lantern core.
Yeah, I think the way that they were bestowed the ring was a little bit different and weird. But I can't
There are
really.
no
It's been a while.
intergalactic space police. See, I'm not like well versed on Green Lantern lore, so. But 100% I'll get Green Arrow. That looks sick. I'm just gonna wait until it comes out on like a TP. I'm not gonna get the single issues.
Right.
And then the other thing was I read The Man Who Laughs.
Ooh.
Which is Batman the Man Who Laughs. I guess you can guess who's the one laughing. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Mr. Joker Man.
Yeah.
It's like a modern-ish. I don't know when it came out, but it's a more modern retelling of Batman and Joker's first encounter. It was pretty good. There was not a lot of Joker in it, actually, surprisingly enough. It's mostly from Jim Gordon's perspective of assisting Batman hunting down this mysterious fucking serial killer who is gassing people and turning them into like these fucking smile-wearing zombies. And yeah, it was pretty cool. The art was good. It kind of lent into a little bit with like it lent into like the classic look of Joker from the old comics, but also made it feel a little bit more modern. And there was like a cool thing where Bruce Wayne has to pretend to get like Joker-fied, and Alfred kind of has to try and save him.
Oh.
And yeah, there was a whole thing going on. It was a cool book. It was a cool little book. I'm glad that I read it. I'm reading it as part of my, like, Batman Origins reading thing. I'm now reading Batman Year One. And, yeah, it was cool.
Yay.
I rated it a 7 out of 10.
I should start reading my Batman Year One. We could read it at the same time.
It's been cool so far.
Yeah.
Feels a lot like the Gotham TV show.
I have it next to my bed, but I don't pick it up. It's terrible. I'm terrible.
I don't know if I mentioned... I won't bring up spoilers just on the off chance that you do read it, but I read through before Daredevil issues 168 through 173. I went all the way back. There was some really, really cool Bullseye and Kingpin stuff in there.
Why would I read that?
There was just in case you decide you want to do Daredevil stuff. Just on the off chance. But I went back and I was reading the Frank Miller stuff.
Those are very specific issues. I don't know. I was like...
Well, the Frank Miller stuff starts at 168.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a fresh start for the character.
Okay.
Do you think you'll read it? Because I'll just say what happens.
I'm going to be honest, probably not.
Okay, well, Vanessa dies.
Okay.
But then she doesn't die. She gets blown up in this construction yard, but then it's revealed later that she's not actually dead and she fell into the sewage system underneath.
Oh, jeez.
And she's been down there a while by the time you get to the end of this little section of books. And she's like, it's revealed that she's actually alive and just wandering around and whatever.
Just wandering around in the sewers?
Pretty much. She's just like fully focused on food and is seemingly going insane.
Okay.
Bullseye is in here, and there's a fuck ton of Daredevil versus Bullseye stuff. The art is really cool. It's like that classic kind of 80s. I don't know how to. I'm just gonna send you the fucking post so you can see the art. But it just looks cool. It's colourful, but it also feels like the TV show a lot. They do some really great shadow work with the art. A lot of good cell shading stuff. And Kingpin's really cool. They do some fights with Kingpin, and he's just fucking scary. But yeah, there we go. That's what we've been reading.
You didn't even send it to me.
I did. I sent it to you on Instagram.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, I'm not looking at my phone.
That's not my fault. It was just on my Instagram, so I sent you it. You see what I mean? The colour, the shadows?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of white as well. Like, they'll put a white background and then just, like, not have any outline of the panel. And it'll just be, like, on the page, which was pretty cool. Like
That
a PNG.
That Kingpin fucking... Those 2 Kingpin panels are crazy.
That reminded me of the show a lot.
Yeah.
Where he's just fucking, like, raging his fists down on somebody. But, yeah, they're good comics. For, like, old classic comics, they're good. And they're very dense. They read like actual books. And, like, a lot... You can tell just, like, a lot of effort has been put into them, and it's nice. Anywho, anything else you've been reading, or shall we talk about films?
Nope, that's all. Let's move on.
Films. Film time.
Films.
Let's start with the not recent films. Let's get them out of the way. I made you watch your first James Bond film. What did you think of Casino Royale? It's not a question.
If I had to rate it out of
that
10, I would say like a 4 out of 10.
That's fair. It's fair. The action was good, though.
Yeah, as an action film, it would be like higher. As a just regular movie, that's why it's lower. Action films generally are lower level, in my opinion. I think
that's fair.
But as an action film, I mean, there was less action than I expected. A lot of it was, like, talking. I expected Mads Mikkelsen's character to do more. He really didn't do anything the whole time.
That's my bad. I kind of baited you in with that one.
Yeah, he was there for vibes and, like, to create atmosphere, basically.
Yeah.
So.
He was your classic
great vibes.
over-the-top looking James Bond villain.
Incredible vibes. But
brilliant,
mostly vibes.
You could say Von Doom vibes.
You could.
You could. You could say it. He had a fucked up face.
You did say it.
Multiple times. What did you think of Batman Begins?
Well, I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to.
Finally got you to watch it.
Yeah, it was long.
It was long.
We agreed that the training stuff was a bit much. That's what made it really feel like a long movie, because once they were done with the training and they went back to Gotham, the whole time you're just like, man, like, we've done so much. How much more could they possibly do? And then they just kept doing more and more shit. It's crazy. But
you spend so much time, like, setting stuff up and getting to know characters.
Yeah.
That shit's important, but it just took forever.
I wish we had seen more of Scarecrow's, like, experiments. He was really cool.
The one thing that everyone says about this film.
Really?
More Scarecrow, please.
Yeah, I really did want more Scarecrow. I was like, shit. Because he was good. And, like, I don't know, the visuals were sick as fuck. I really like Fear Toxin. I think that's the coolest, like, bad guy thing. I know it's very similar to Joker gas, but it's different. I wouldn't want to be, obviously no one wants to, but, like, of all things, to be injected with Fear Toxin just sounds horrible. And he's just doing this to everybody in Gotham just cuz. Like, that's so fucked up.
Well, in Batman Begins, he's working for Ra's.
Right.
And doing it for Ra's al Ghul, but he's clearly getting the kick out of the concept of, like, that's my toxin.
Yeah, I think...
I'm gonna get to put everybody on this shit.
I don't think he necessarily cared what Ra's was doing. I think he more cared, like, that he was getting to do his experiments and getting to further his, like, own, like, research and everything. He's really freaky.
You seem to be a particular fan of the Lucius Fox.
I love him. I'm a fan of his character always. I think he's, like, the backbone of Batman. If you didn't have him, Batman would suck.
Okay.
I don't think, because I don't know, they make it like a point that Batman's not the one creating all of his gadgets.
In what? In this or in just comics in
Just
general?
in general, I've always seen it where it's like
Okay.
he's getting it from Wayne Technologies, like the people that are doing that, like creating the stuff. Is not, and like he might be taking it and tweaking it for his own like purposes, but he's not necessarily like inventing. He's not an inventor. Lucius Fox
Yeah.
is like totally an inventor, and he's super fucking cool. I don't know.
I really liked in this that he just clocked immediately.
Yeah.
And the entire time he's like, let's not fucking assume that I'm an idiot. I know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not going to say it out loud because I'm not going to get involved.
He's like, I don't care what you're doing, but I know what you're doing.
Yeah, and I won't be a part of what you're doing, but I won't stop you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Batmobile?
That was the most ridiculous part for me. I really felt like it should have been less like a tank, but it
Yeah,
was like,
that's fair.
I'm not gonna lie, it made that chase scene sick as fuck. So can't be too
Yeah.
mad. Him like bulldozing, I think he killed that police officer, and him bulldozing through like the median, that it was just crazy.
You kept saying that when we were watching it, and I'm like, I'm just not gonna comment on it.
He
'cause
shot
I
a guy.
don't-
Batman shot somebody. This is the first time I've ever
Oh,
seen
no,
Batman
no,
shoot somebody. He grabbed this guy, pointed his gun, and pulled the trigger at this guy's foot. Shot him in the foot.
The other guy
I've
pulled
never
the
seen.
trigger.
He aimed it at him, and the guy. Okay, it doesn't make sense because the other guy was gonna shoot him. Why would his? Why would his the person who's supposed to be on his side shoot him?
I don't fucking
Just an accident? No. Batman aimed and he made him pull the trigger. That was crazy. But the real crazy part was when he drove over that police cruiser. That was nuts. I've never seen anything like that.
What about him controlling the bats like Ant-Man?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe
I
the
do feel
Batmobile was
like-
less ridiculous than that. That might have been more ridiculous. It was really
It feels like just a regular film for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like for the first hour or so, it's like, oh, it's just regular film. A regular film about like this dude that lost his parents and he's going on this pilgrimage thing.
right.
And then he becomes Batman and it's a completely different film.
Yeah, that's true. It was hard to like put my head back on.
Yeah, and but the thing is, it's a good Batman film when it becomes Batman.
Yeah. It is pretty
Like,
good.
genuinely, the visuals and shit. When I said to you about the Gotham thing, and then, like, we got into when he's, like, actually being Batman and you're seeing Gotham, I was like, oh shit, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hate Christopher Nolan's fucking Gotham, and then every time you see Gotham, it's a shit show. I think it's just with the hindsight of, like, obviously seeing Reeves.
Mm-hmm. With
And
what they
every single
had,
time we're sat there and we're like, oh, this isn't as good as the Reeves one.
I think they did a good job with what they had, and you could tell like some of Gotham was like miniature sets. Sick as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really liked the smoke plumes throughout the city. I don't know. It was sick. You're right. The visuals were really fun. And as ridiculous
and-
as the bats were, it was funny to look at. And it was like, damn, like Batman really will just do anything, you know?
I like that they lent into the fact that he is all theatrics.
Yeah.
And they were very open about that. I like that we got to see Falcone, or Falcone if you're a regular person.
If you're not Italian.
But Falcone in this fucking universe. I like that they did all of that. I think obviously Daredevil would have been inspired by it, but I think genuinely that scene at the start of Daredevil was inspired by this.
Yeah,
I think they're super similar, like the shipping containers and stuff and using the fear and whatever.
that's true.
That scene of him grabbing Falcone and just elevating into the fucking sky is sick.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, but it's cool. And I think every time they showed him gliding, I was so impressed. I was like, I've never seen Batman glide that well before in live action.
That's true. When they did it in the Batman movie, it was not great.
No,
When
the
it was like,
wingsuit.
yeah.
I get, like, we're probably building to it being better. But
I would hope so.
this
That
was
ended
good.
terribly.
Oh yeah, he fucking hit like 5 things. But
It was
just
so funny.
even like the CGI for this, like the way that they had his fucking like little CGI model fucking sway and swing through the fucking air. I was like, that looks sick. They
Yeah.
proper nailed it.
I didn't
I'm
like
like,
the
if I
grappling
saw
hook.
that motherfucker, I'd be terrified.
I thought the
Oh yeah,
grappling
you
hook
didn't
thing
like
was
that.
stupid. Like everything
That
else,
he has to attach it to his
everything else
belt.
about Batman, we could suspend our disbelief. Fine, he can glide in the fucking sky with a kite, but he can't just hold onto a grappling hook and go up. He's got to like attach it to his belt first and then hit the button. Like what? What are we doing? That you needed to make sense. That specific one. We were just like, oh, it's too much. Okay.
I liked that we got Victor Zaz in there.
Yeah.
Because why not?
A little extra.
I liked that they. In fact, I take it back. I don't like that they did they basically did like Nightfall Light because they had all of the Arkham inmates break out.
Right.
And I'm like, why are we doing this in the first one?
Yeah.
Like, this should be an entire film. But it was fine for the plot, and we got to see Scarecrow on a horse.
To be
so why
fair,
not?
they didn't have any like big names in Arkham to like be breaking out yet. So it was less cool than
But
it would
that's
have been in
another
any
reason.
other.
Yeah, that's another reason why I'm like, well, why are we doing this now? Like, why
Right.
can this not be a third film thing?
And it's not even like any when they first walked through Arkham and he was like looking at the people, I thought for sure that we were going to see some like like in
It's your cameo.
Yeah.
That's your cameo moment.
I was like, are you kidding
Throw
me?
a
These are
couple of
just
names in
random
there.
people.
Yeah, throw like a fucking J Tech name tag in
Like
there. Or
a
like
little
a fucking,
something. I don't know.
Yeah, an L Valentine fucking, get some fucking names in there for the fans. But no.
No.
That's why I'm like, Christopher Nolan didn't read the book. They made him a PowerPoint.
They
They
said
were like, this is who Batman is.
these are the people we need in this movie.
Yeah.
Hit all the
Pearl
points.
necklace. His dad's a fraud.
Fucking pearl necklace.
His dad built a cheap mansion.
Yeah.
I have a whole theory about Thomas Wayne being a sleazy cheapo.
Yep.
What
He
did
spent
you
all
think
his
of
money on that
Alfred?
monorail and he couldn't do anything else.
He did. Did you like Alfred?
I did. I liked Alfred. He was nice.
I think he's a good Alfred.
Yeah.
And you're right, like, every time Bruce Wayne is a dick to Alfred, I'm like, fuck you.
I know, I just wanted to die.
I'm just like, why are you being so mean to him? Stop it now.
He's so nice.
It happens every time.
But Alfred's always like, shut the fuck up, kid. He's always got some witty fucking comeback. I
Yeah.
love Alfred. He's probably one of my favorite Batman characters, 100%. Alfred always is just like peak.
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 Peak, peak. What did... In fact, I'll bring this one up because you won't watch it and we'll never talk about it ever again. I went to go see Masters of the Universe. It was really good. The middle part was kind of slow. I almost fell asleep, but the start was amazing and the end was amazing. Skeletor was great. It was Jared Leto's best role. It was really funny and visually it's got amazing action. Moving on.
I can't wait for She-Ra.
That's never happening.
It might.
This film
He
is
said he's
not
already
making
got
any
somebody
money,
in
Ryan.
mind.
Yeah, but the film isn't making any money.
I don't think they care.
They do. They need it to make something.
Ugh.
And it isn't. It's not happening.
I still feel like if they started with She-Ra and then did He-Man, they might have had more.
I mean, maybe.
Probably not, though. Everybody
It's
hates
just
women.
a doomed IP.
We just talked for like fucking an hour at the beginning of this about how everybody hates
Yeah.
women. That wouldn't make any money.
And then an hour later, I said about how much I hated the fact that Mary Jane existed.
Yeah.
I'm part of the problem.
How dare Mary Jane be a character? She's not even Mary
I
Jane.
know. We watched Ready or Not 2 finally. How'd you feel about
It was good.
that? Okay. We watched the drama finally. What did you feel about
That was a weird ass movie.
that? Not
is-
good.
That is not what I expected that movie to be about, first of all. I really felt like everybody was mean to this girl for no reason. All she said was that I planned a school shooting. Now, I'm American. Okay? School shootings happen all the fucking time over here. All the fucking time. And yes, it's a terrible thing. School shootings are terrible. She didn't do it though. And then she became a school shooting activist because she realized how wrong it was.
Yeah.
And okay, maybe when you live, I mean, I don't even remember who any of these characters' names were, so I'm just gonna refer to them by the actor. Robert Pattinson, he was like going crazy about this. I don't even understand. I didn't like him as a character. I didn't like him as a main character. Fine. I didn't like any of his scenes. He sucked really bad.
I don't think you're supposed to really like him.
I wish that he was not in this movie.
I wouldn't go that far.
I really didn't. I didn't gain anything from him.
I think he was a really good actor in this.
Okay, that's not my argument. That's not my argument. I'm arguing that the character that they wrote sucks. And doesn't add anything
fine.
to the story.
I think it was intentional, though.
The only reason that he adds anything to the story is specifically because Zendaya's marrying him. I'm talking about the character.
Yeah.
But
Because she's not marrying Robert Pattinson.
She is not yet. Not yet, no. I don't know. It was just weird. It was a weird movie. It's so weird.
Did you like... Because I assumed that the whole point of it was like the social commentary on how it's about hypocrisy. Is what I assumed the film was about.
Yeah.
It was showing the way that like people would do shitty things but tear down other people for doing slightly less shitty things, and like
not even like just being like having flaws. Like they all have done these weird things in their life,
but
that
the
they
point
regret.
of like her friend being like, oh no, you're way worse than me for something that you didn't do, even though I did something horrific for real.
Yeah, that was crazy. That leap of logic was nuts. And that's because she felt like she had a stake, like an emotional stake in the game because of her cousin, not even like a sibling, but because of her cousin, what she went through, she's like, oh, emotionally I'm connected to this situation, but the special needs kid that she locked in a room, not like doesn't matter because she doesn't have an emotional connection to that situation somehow.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've hated a character or the actress playing a character because of the portrayal so much. Don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna be like one of those fucking, death threats to Joffrey kind of people, but I'm like, I don't want to see this actress in anything else because I'm just going to associate her with this.
I'm just going to feel hate
and
in
I
my heart.
hated this character so much.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you.
So self-righteous.
I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be able to look at the actress the same if she's in anything else.
She's got like such a sick and twisted like smile.
She has. She's so good at playing a cunt.
Sometimes that is a curse.
Hey! Okay, no, actually, I'll put up with her if she plays a cunt in something else, because she's really good at it.
She's just gotta double down.
I really want to know who the actress is. Alana Haim.
Cast her in your MCU.
She's got like a super... I will, she'll be Lady Hydra.
perfect.
Should be immediately Lady Hydra. I want to see what else she's been in, actually. Let's find out. Let's see what she's got on her IMDb. Oh, she was in one battle after another.
Oh, wow.
Good for you. Good for you.
I'm glad this wasn't her debut.
Oh no, she's got quite a lot of acting credits.
Nice.
Oh, she does music videos.
You're gonna become a fan.
Okay. No. We're not going that far. She was a musician before becoming an actress. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, no hate to her. She did a great job. We hated her character really bad.
Please just don't be in any other films that I like.
Please refrain from being any
Please.
films that I would be interested in.
Yeah. I think you've got a real natural charm for being a dickhead. Okay, let's move on. What else did we watch? Project Hail Mary.
Yes, we did.
Now then. You didn't want to watch this.
I did not. I really tried hard not to have to watch this movie.
I was not gonna ever let you get away with that.
When it was released, I thought that, listen, I was like, okay, Ryan Gosling, don't really like him. They're using this weird alien thing, because I knew about the alien creature. I knew they would get me with the alien creature, because I was like, okay, they're using this specifically to make him more likable. And then I watched the movie, and I kind of liked him before the alien, and then the alien did make it even worse. And I cried a lot. It was really sad. And honestly, I don't want to spoil it, because if somebody hasn't seen it, you should probably watch this movie.
Yeah, I agree.
It's pretty
I don't want to delve too deep into the other two films that we'll talk about. We're going to spoil the shit out
because
of.
everybody's seen
Project Hail Mary is like, I feel like Project Hail Mary is one of those films where, like, if nobody's ever seen films before, I'm like, oh, you should watch this.
Yeah,
this one's a good one for you to watch.
Just standalone, good, like good start, good middle, good finish.
Yeah.
End. They don't need a sequel.
It's sad, and it's happy, and it's funny.
Yeah, I really think they wrapped it up nicely, where it's like it is its own little thing, and I really did enjoy it.
Yeah.
And as much as people
Ryan
were
Gosling
like,
as Ant-Man.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Because he looks like Hank Pym.
Oh, okay, yeah. You did say that.
He doesn't look like Hank Pym.
Yeah, we had this conversation while we were watching it, and then Ollie looked up pictures of Hank Pym and was like, actually I can't find a single photo of him that looks like this guy at all. But still.
He's just great at playing a scientist.
Yeah. Typecast.
He's a cool science bro.
Let's go.
Anything else?
No.
No?
I'm good.
Okay. So let's do Backrooms. Because we've already had extensive conversations about it.
You liked it less than me the first time. And I think the second time. I remember you saying it was, like, not that good or something. Did you like it the first time? Am I misremembering?
I enjoyed it the first time. I just thought that my takeaway the first time was that the pirate was goofy.
Oh, right.
My takeaway from it the second time, because I went to go see it twice for some reason, was that the start of it is really horrifically paced. The middle is phenomenal. And then the pirate is still goofy.
Okay. I thought that it was good start to finish, but I did only see it once. And I do think that if I were to see it a second time, I would probably have the same feeling as you, because I do know it was super slow. And there were people I went to see it with that were like, this is boring.
Yeah.
So I get why people find it boring. I would probably find it more boring a second time because I know everything that's going to happen. And I'd probably be like, okay, skip. But
yeah.
I do think...
You want to see the Backrooms.
Yeah. I do think parts of it are important to make the ending make sense, right? Because if you don't have the beginning, you can't really have that end. But if you don't like the beginning or the end, that kind of does, like, change things, right? I personally
Yeah.
like that it wasn't just a found footage Backrooms film, you know? I think there's room to expand the universe, maybe go into like these scientists and get more Backrooms content, but I did enjoy that this first one was like an actual narrative story about characters that had like lives and stuff. That was really interesting to me. I don't think that Mary's character was written as well. I think that they
Hmm.
focused on Clark a lot, which I've had this issue with a lot of films that have come out recently, which we'll talk about after. But I think you
Oh
said it
dear.
also that you thought like the switch of main character was jarring.
It because I've seen some people saying that, oh, I wish we'd seen Clark's descent into becoming the villain, but like he's always kind of been fucked up.
Right.
They just weren't blatant about it.
Right.
Um, but I think that like the film opens with her, and you get glimpses from her every so
But that was really
often.
confusing when you were getting those glimpses because she
No, I
wasn't
agree.
the main character.
Yeah, I agree. So then when like I was expecting some sort of like they set him up as being this guy whose life's falling apart, his business is fucked, you know, he can't stay at home because of him and his wife are having issues, he's having to sleep in the store. You're setting it up for this classic redemption arc
Mm-hmm.
and it isn't there. And while part of me likes the tragic idea of like not everybody gets to have a redemption, I just don't think that the main character should be that person that doesn't get the redemption. Not unless they're
Unless
gonna
that main
like
character
make it to the
sucks
end of the film.
hardcore.
Are you
Listen.
talking about Obsession again?
Listen. No,
You're talking about Obsession again.
I'll when we talk about obsession, I'll make this all make sense. I think that
Okay.
Clark, I don't know, it did make sense that he didn't get a redemption because of the fact that it was like he was using therapy as like a pretend thing to try to make himself feel better. And he was using like the people in his life to make himself feel better. All this stuff. And I don't know. I don't think that his end was necessarily like the greatest, but him like going to accept himself and himself because he sucks consumes him is like pretty crazy.
I like that in theory.
What do you mean in
I
theory?
just wish that there was a way to have that be the end of the film.
You wanted that
I
to just
don't
be it
think
for the movie?
I'm not that specific, like the way that they did it, and then boom, roll credits. But I just mean like have him in there longer, have him in there with people longer, have the focus stay on
I
him, and
really
if the film ends with him dying, then I'm fine with
yeah.
that. And then like the fucking science guy's finding his body or whatever,
I agree.
and then that's how you get the tie-in. I just don't think his therapist should have then become the co-protagonist.
Yeah. I think that I didn't like that they killed that side character off screen, you know? I understood when they took the guy away, but then
Oh, the
like
girlfriend.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
when
no, I
he's
agree.
trying to find her and the thing picks up that camera, like I really wish we had seen everything that happened in that portion of it. Cuz I mean it's implied that the same thing happened to her that happens to Mary, but it's like you don't really know. So,
I
it's just
do
kind of lame.
think that I still feed into like I like films like this for the conspiracy aspect of it and like headcanons and things.
Yeah.
And I do really lean into the fact that like the fucking when you're seeing the flashbacks of her character, this is the thing. If they'd done the full film of her being the protagonist, it would have been fine. If they'd done the full film of him being the protagonist, it would have been fine. But because they switched it, it's fucked.
Mm.
But you have the setup. So you have the setup for him is that he's gonna have the redemption arc, is the classic setup for him, right?
Do you think maybe he was never
But
the main character?
yeah,
And that people just thought he was because they focused on him finding the back rooms?
yeah,
Hmm.
because he's driven entirely by her.
Yeah. And you don't even
He's
see...
listening to her audio tapes and stuff.
Right.
When she finds his drawings and it's like the open window and shit, and he sends her the voice message saying I opened the window, that's entirely because of her.
Right.
She told him to do that through her fucking things.
Right.
So see, all the pieces are there, but like the final thing just isn't good.
Mhm.
Like, it's so close. And I'm like, you almost had it. But it's just missing something, and I don't know what it is. But I feed into the theory about her mum that I said.
Oh my gosh.
Because her mum is wearing a fucking cardigan that is the same colour as the walls in the back rooms. She doesn't like going outside. She's scared of shit. I am fucking certain that her mum got into the back rooms and found her way back out.
That would be
And
crazy.
I like shit like that. I'm not saying that, you know, we have to bring Mary back. I'm happy that, like, that's the end of her thing and we just never get to see her again. It's left on, like, a cliffhanger for her character. But we could do a prequel.
Yeah.
And focus on the mum. You know, do more scientists. Maybe her mum was a scientist. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot to do. I think that's another thing that I did like about the film, is that it didn't delve too much into the lore, which leaves it open for expansion.
Yeah.
And I like me a good franchise. I know people don't like the franchise effect of everything being, you know, 8 sequels and whatever. I do.
I don't think
it gives me something to be invested in.
Right. I don't think it necessarily needs like that many sequels, but I do think that like at least an async one about the scientists, you know, and then some other like, because they said that these things are popping up everywhere. So there's different, all the backrooms can't look exactly the same. So it would be cool to like discover different sets of backrooms, you know?
Have you ever seen The Platform?
The platform.
It's a Spanish Netflix film about like it's a film about classism, and it's got a shit ton of people on all these different platformed levels, and food starts at the top and goes lower.
I've heard of this, but I have not seen it.
Okay. It's really fucking good. But I would like a film where it's in the back rooms and they just keep going further and further in.
Yeah.
Let's just keep fucking going deeper and deeper and deeper and see if this shit's got a bottom.
I think it's
like, that's the kind of shit that I enjoy.
I think it's interesting to think that, yeah, it's like they're all connected, but different, like a little bit, in all different like parts of the world too.
Yeah. Is there like a spatial thing about it? I want to know that. Is it like the Nether in Minecraft?
Well,
can you travel great distances in it?
I think it's like constantly like changing and also like expanding. So I don't think there would be an end to it.
But does it have like, how is space measured in the back rooms? Can you enter the back rooms in one place, go 10 feet forward and find an exit that brings you out in like a different part of the planet?
Probably not specifically like that, but I'm sure that there are different exits and entrances that you could find. And then I believe that those would change as well.
Okay, you don't think that they... Do you think they correlate to their positions in the real world? Do you think the seagulls that were outside his shop flying around was like the same seagull that was inside the back rooms?
No. I think that I think that it's more random than that.
These are the questions I would like answered. I want to know like the technicalities of it.
Well,
I agree. Do an async
the
film.
whole concept of it is supposed to be like you no clip just randomly and now you're in the back rooms and there's not an escape. So the idea that this movie he has an entrance and an exit, that's not really typical, I believe. Except for when Kane Parsons did his and he made it so that the scientists created an entrance and exit. You know?
Yeah.
Other than that, everything else that ended up in the back rooms, it was all by chance. Like basically, I don't know. You know how like when the Flash does his like phasing thing, he like vibrates his atoms and molecules to like go
Yeah.
in between the ones of the it's basically like that happens to you, but you have no power over it. And then you end up in like a different dimension.
I know what no clipping is.
Right. But like
That's a video game thing.
yeah. But like I'm just saying I like that idea of it more
Okay.
than like this entrance exit situation.
That's fair. The sense of being doomed because you've just suddenly like vanished into a place.
Yeah.
Then you have no control of getting out.
Yeah. That's terrifying to me.
Well, they'll definitely do a sequel.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the big one. It's the last one on the list. Let's fucking do it. You finally watched Obsession.
I did. It took me a long time.
I have seen it twice in the time. And
I'm scared to talk
the
about
whole
this
world
one.
is I wouldn't say I don't think I'm scared about it because I feel like we've gotten to a point now where like I'm fine if you've got issues with the film because
Right.
it doesn't take away my enjoyment of it.
I liked the movie a lot.
I don't know if you feel the same way, but
I do. I don't really care. I can have my own opinion regardless.
You fucking can.
It's just when people don't listen to me is when I have a fucking problem. But we've never had that issue. But I enjoy walking out of the theater. I enjoyed it more than the other people that watched it with me. So I thought that was interesting. My roommate had
I had the
big
same
problem
experience.
with it. Did not like it. Thought it was like regressive as fuck. And then one other friend I went with just was like, I hated it, but it was a good movie. I just hated it. And I'm like, okay, well that makes sense for you. And then my other friend was like, it was good. And then that was all I got.
Yeah. I've noticed that like we're different from other people because we actively watch a lot of films and stuff. And I realized when I went with my friends that like they had the same response of one of them didn't really say anything about it whatsoever and the other one was like, it was good. And I'm like, is that it?
Yeah.
Like we just sat and we watched that shit. Are you gonna like what was your favorite scene? Like what did you think of this? What did you think of that? Like let's fucking talk about it. And they're yeah, it was good.
My favorite part is to dissect it after.
Yeah.
We sat in the car for like an hour talking about it. But I don't know.
Why did your friend think it was regressive?
I don't know if I want to go into
it. Do you not agree with it?
I didn't agree with a lot of the conversation because
Okay.
The only thing I agreed with, which is what I talked to you about before, is that Nikki didn't have great characterization, but I understood why they did that because it literally wasn't her. Yeah. All of the like stereotypes, everything that they were using, he was basically saying that because she was like this supposed to be seen as this like crazy, this psycho crazy girlfriend, that it was saying that Nikki was the bad guy and not Bear, and he thought that that was wrong. And I'm trying to tell him like, no, they knew Bear was the bad guy the whole time. It's other people watching this film that don't get that. the director made it very clear that Bear was doing terrible things, and that even when he had a chance to fix it, he still didn't want to fix it. He wanted to change it. And then
Yeah.
when presented with the option of, hey, you could kill yourself and solve the whole problem, he proceeded to wait until all of his fucking friends were dead and then try to kill himself, but also be too much of a coward to even really go through with it. So,
Yeah.
like, clearly he was not the good guy. And he was not
No.
the sympathetic main character that you're used to seeing. I don't think
I
that...
think that if you left Obsession not thinking that he was a flawed character or the bad guy, you missed the point of the film.
Yeah.
And you weren't paying attention. If you're upset that, like, it wasn't fucking... I don't know, I feel like the way that they did it, Curry Barker did it well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see any other way that they could have done it. They had multiple points throughout the film where they showed, no, this dude is a piece of shit.
The only thing I would have hoped for, if I could, like, rewrite one thing, is literally just the beginning to get a little bit more about Nikki. So that you could see how much he doesn't know about her. Because they had, like, these little things in there, you know, like, that show you, like, he doesn't really, like her as a person. He just thinks that she's pretty, and he wants her to love him.
Yeah.
But I feel like that, like, kind of wasn't... I don't know, it wasn't as good as it could have been. But other than that, like, the scenes, her being so freaky, I don't know, it was...
Freaky Nikki.
It was really well done. And I really liked because it did show basically that he had no idea who any of his friends were, even though he's basically been friends with them his whole life, which I even forgot leaving the theater that these were people he knew, like, from a young age.
Yeah, they all went to school together.
Yeah. So that is, like, realizing that, and then, like seeing it again, like, thinking about it, being like, damn, he really just doesn't even care about his friends. He doesn't care about anything that's going on in his life. He doesn't care about his future. He has no future. He doesn't expect to have, like, but he still won't do the right thing at the end.
He's the reclusive, like, you know, he lives alone, he's got a cat, he lives in, like, his grandma's
I don't even think the cat was his.
Flat.
The cat was his grandma's.
Well, either way, like, he's flatlining in life.
Yeah.
You know, he's got, like, no ambition whatsoever, and he is obsessed with Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing he cares about.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't have the fucking bollocks to actually say anything to her. And I like the scene where he's dropping her off. I suspect that she might have possibly liked him.
I don't think...
At least, like, I'm not saying to the degree that he liked her, but, like, she straight up asks him, like, do you like me?
I think...
And
listen.
I think something could have stemmed.
It's possible because we didn't see a lot of Nikki. It was all, like, secondhand knowledge from other people. But in my opinion, when I watched it, I didn't think that she liked him at all. And I feel like she knew that her friend liked him too. That would be a no-go. Even one of my girlfriends that watched it with me was called Sarah Shiesty, the other girl. Called her Shiesty because she, like, was gonna get with Nikki's boyfriend while they were dating. But I was like, it's still Shiesty to even, like, go after the guy that your friend is into. Like, I know that Nikki was possessed at this point, but she didn't. So it was, like, kind of, I don't know. But, like, when you think of, like, girl code, that's not cool to do. You know, if your friend is into somebody or dating somebody, you don't go after them. You're not supposed to. It happens, but you're not really, like, if you're friends, you're not going to do that. But...
which is ironic, because the other friend is shagging Nikki.
Right, and that's another reason why I don't think that she was into Bear, because I don't think she wanted to be, like, in that kind of relationship. Bear would have been super codependent, super into all that, like, extra shit, which is why I think his name was Ian, the friend. Yeah, I think that's right.
I think so.
Yeah, Ian was like, she's not gonna like this, when he was like pouring his heart out to Sarah,
Yeah.
pretending to be Nikki. He was like, she's not gonna be into this. Just like be mean to her, you know? Because that's probably how he got with Nikki. And probably like, I mean, I don't think that necessarily being mean to a girl is gonna get her to be interested in you, but that might be something that like Nikki has going on herself, where that's who she's interested in, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think that she would have ever really gone for Bear. I think that if Bear had confessed, she would have been really nice about it, which is why I don't think that Bear needed to be so, like, anxious. Like, I don't think she would have dropped him, but she definitely would have been like, listen, bro, it's not gonna happen.
I think I just have more faith in the sense of, like, I like to have the idealist version of, you know, maybe
Especially,
she would
like,
have said, okay, let's hang out or something.
but, like, every time they were kissing, she,
Let's
like,
see.
screamed and ran away because she,
Yeah,
like,
but
locked
that's,
back
like-
in.
Yeah, but that's because she's, like, fucking... I don't think that's at all related to the idea of liking him, though.
Ugh.
I think that's, like, the shock of, holy shit, like, what the fuck is going on now? Like, I just blacked out and now I'm here doing this?
I don't even think that she was blacked out, bro. I think that she was there for all of it.
Well, just like...
I think she was behind
Yeah, I do
the
think she was there, but I
screen.
just didn't know... I didn't know how else to phrase it. I think she was also there, yeah. But that's my point, is that, like, I don't think she... liked him, but I do agree that, like, I don't think she would have been a dickhead about him liking her. And I think she might
She
have gone
definitely
as far
would
as
have
to,
been.
like, maybe entertain the idea of them hanging out or something. My
Yeah.
point is that, like, he should have felt comfortable enough to say, yes, I like you.
Right.
She didn't give off the vibes whatsoever of, like, you're a fucking loser
Right.
if you like me. You know?
To be fair, to be honest, when you're a girl and you're hanging out with dudes, it's kind of expected. That's why she knew.
Yeah.
She could tell how he was acting. She could tell probably that Ian was saying things to him because of that freaky Nikki stuff. But
So,
I do think
okay,
that...
let's talk about the fucking possession.
Right, okay.
Let's talk about the main part of it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I don't know, do you want to, like, run through what happens in it?
Well, I mean,
Like, how it plays out, or...
it's really hard to, like, say exactly.
So he's got the fucking... He makes the wish,
Right.
right? But it happens, like, instantly. It isn't, like, a gradual thing, it's, like, instant.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked when she returns and she's outside the car, you can see her, like, blipping in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so fucking... I didn't even realise it the first time I watched it. I didn't get what was going on. But on the second time, I was like, oh, they started, like, straight away. And I didn't realise. And she's so fucking good at acting in it. The way that she, like, bounces between the two personalities of real Nikki and fake Nikki.
Yeah. She really,
And then, like,
carried.
her... She does it throughout the entire film, but you'll see her, like, in real time, like, learning how to be a regular person. And she'll be like, oh, because my cat died. And then he's like, wait, your cat died? You don't even have a cat. And then she's like, oh, no, your cat died.
Right.
Like, she's making mistakes and trying to, like, figure it out. And, oh, my dad's got cancer. It's,
doesn't-
like, slowly, progressively getting worse. Like, she's learning human traits
Yeah.
to try and, like, be the person that he wants her to be.
Right.
And I do think that, like, some people... I've seen people saying that, like, he should have fucking realised immediately. I don't know if you would have. Especially if she's got, like, a history with, like, being high and stuff.
The issue...
I do think it's
He
plausible
didn't...
for a little
Okay,
bit
he
that
didn't know
doesn't
that she had an issue with being high. So he would have not thought that. He thought that she was actually
Yeah, but
going through
in the
something.
moment...
But, second, if he knew anything about Nikki, he would have known that it wasn't her. Because everybody else
Yeah.
knew that she didn't give a fuck about her dad. he would have immediately been like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What, like, you care about your dad dying? You don't even talk to the guy. How would you even know? And then he finds out that her dad's not even like sick at all, and he doesn't care because he
That's
doesn't
true.
want to look deeper into it because he's so happy that he's getting what he wants. He's getting his wish. He thinks like, "Oh, you're
That
being
was
so
an
crazy."
amazing scene as
And
well.
then like, yeah. I
That
don't
whole
know.
like the way that they shot that with him on the phone and then the camera pans to see her stood there watching
Mhm.
and then it'll like pan back and then the whole interaction of him calling her out and her playing up.
Yeah.
That was all crazy. Fucking wild. I feel like that's the first time you see like the horror aspect of it lean in. And then I don't know, the point cuz they showed this shit in the trailers and I didn't know like the first teaser trailer that came out was him making the phone call and asking to alter the wish.
Mhm.
And it just showed you him talking and asking to alter the wish, not cancel it. And then it's like, oh, you could just kill yourself and then like the trailer would end. And you didn't get to see anything else. But when you hear her screaming,
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I didn't expect it to go this dark. And then it gets darker
You know
somehow
what's crazy?
when you get further on.
You know what's crazy is that I saw a video of a guy saying that this is like a horror movie that only men can watch because women won't get it, when I genuinely feel like Nikki went through the more horrifying experience. And the whole time all I could think about was like, this is like, I don't know, it was just terrifying to think of. And especially like when you heard that and you could hear like she is so upset right now. All she can do is scream because she's literally like not in control of her own body.
Yeah.
And then while he's caught, like, oh my god, it's fucked up. It's so fucked up. And like, um, the scene in the bedroom when they're having sex.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was sick to my stomach. I was so sick to my stomach. Ugh.
I think that's why it's like this is my type of horror where I'm like, it's not. There were some jump scary moments, mostly with like the sound, the way that they use the sound and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was just so creepy
Yeah.
and so unnerving and so uncomfortable. And the entire time, like I think the from the point where she freaks out when they're kissing for the
Yeah.
rest of the film, it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because you really, that's the point where it really sinks in of like, oh, she's in there
Yep.
and she is not in control. And she's just like, her fucking body and stuff is moving and she's just having to experience it.
Yeah. That also the scene when they go to the party.
Mm.
That shit was crazy. Honestly, I feel like that was probably one of the best scenes in the in the film. Just like the aura of everything, how awkward it was. And then like her being so upset that he's got to kiss the person to the left that she like literally walks around and drags their back. I was like, this is crazy.
The film does a really good job of balancing like the uncomfortableness with the humor.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't help but like the sad face that she's got where she just quickly stands up like a toddler and she's frowning.
Right.
You can't help but find it funny.
Yeah. There was the
And then
scene.
you instantly click back into it being uncomfortable.
Yeah, there was the scene where she's in the fucking corner of the room while he's sleeping, watching him.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
My whole
yeah.
theater went crazy during that scene. They could not people got freaked out and then they couldn't stop laughing. And then they got
'Cause it's
freaked out again.
fucking it's just so uncomfortable to watch and you don't know how to
Yeah,
react.
that scene made me really happy I went to see it in theaters because it was like really like everybody felt it together. It was crazy.
And it's so fucking again the sound. I feel like nobody really talks about the way that the sound is used in this, but I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
The way that after that, like she's in the corner fucking wailing at him, and then it goes silent because he lays back down, right? But then he hears her like scurrying around,
Oh.
And then she screams at the top of her fucking lungs again, and she's holding that plant pot.
Yeah.
And it's just the way that you just got like those little period. It's not even like a long amount of time. There's no build up to it like a classic fucking jump scare.
The way
There's no
she
tension.
moves is
It's just
fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, that shit's fucked.
Oh
But there's no classic like build up to tension to the jump scare. It's just like a period of like 5 seconds of dead silence and then her screaming at the top of her fucking lungs.
I could not believe when she said just go back to sleep that he actually like turned over to go back to sleep. I was like, no the fuck I would not. I would be shaking. Yeah. I would be sitting up, I'd have the covers up to my chin and I'd just be shaking watching her back. Like I wouldn't be able to do it.
I don't know how he didn't acquire a gun.
Oh my god.
But that's the flaw of his fucking character. For some reason, he was going along with it.
He wanted it that way.
Yeah.
That's what I think is the thing, is like at the end, or not at the end, but he's like, during one of the parts, he's like, I just want Nikki. Why can't you just be like Nikki? And she's like, I can't be Nikki. I'm who you want me to be. Who do you want me to be? Because he doesn't know Nikki. She can't be Nikki because he doesn't know her. He just wants a girlfriend. And this girlfriend that he wants only loves him, only wants to be around him. And that's just not how normal people act. It really is like, it was just Bear having to deal with the consequences of his own actions the whole movie. Until the end where he like chooses not to deal with the consequences of his own actions to the point where he's literally going to throw up pills instead of actually let himself die so that she can be normal again. And the only thing wait. Yeah.
How did you feel about Ian's wish?
Oh my god, that shit was... I think... I thought it was hilarious. Especially the fact that it immediately gave him what he asked for.
Yeah.
Like, that was extra because, like... But it also, like, reinforced this idea of, like, even though he had the chance to save Nikki, I don't even think he cared that much about her because he didn't take it. He didn't believe that Nikki was fucked up or that she was possessed, even though she was acting totally different. So it's just like, none of these people really cared about Nikki at all. That's what I think.
Every single person that I've spoken to was like, I would have also wished for the money.
That's fucking crazy.
And I'm like, I'm the same. I think impulsively you would.
Right.
Especially if you didn't think it was going to work, if you didn't believe it, and you're like, okay, yeah, bullshit.
But listen, your best fucking friend, they're not best
friends. They're shit friends.
Okay. Your shit friend runs into your house covered in blood, says that he possessed his now girlfriend, who you already thought was a weird situation. And that, like, this wish will save her. You're not gonna, like, at least take the chance to save her?
No, because I agree. I don't think he cared about her.
Yeah.
He was just shagging her.
Yeah.
And I don't think he would have even... Yeah, I don't think it would have ever even crossed his mind. And it is, like... It's a good commentary on how... like, guys that sleep around think of women, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought that the shadow work was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some really good silhouette usage in here. We'll talk about the cinematography, why not? I liked... I said to you... okay, you didn't...
I totally forgot about the scene where she, like... where he's, like, gonna leave, and then she, like, comes back with the knife and then explains how she's gonna kill herself in her bed. That shit was crazy. That was really good.
She reverse walks into the doorway, and she's got the knife, and she's like, the bed will be so cold, and I'll slip into a cold slumber.
No, she was saying I'll be warm after, like, she cuts her wrists, and that her, like, hands will get heavy, and that then she'll be, like... I don't know, at peace, because she's dead. Nuts. Because the bed is so cold, so she'll have to make yourself warm or some shit like that. Oh my god.
This film's wild. God, I can't believe that they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've got 8 showings of it tomorrow.
Damn.
That's wild. What was the other fucking... Oh. Okay, so you wanted to know why I liked the final act. After I told you, what did you think?
Wait, what did you tell me?
So, I said that, like, I thought basically the final act was perfect.
Right, okay.
And you asked why, and I said that, like, the way that it built up from... was her name Sarah,
Yeah.
did you say? So, from her being killed to... Like, you've got, like, the dark lull moment of him finding out that she got accepted into her university. And
Which was so
also...
sad.
the grief of, like, he had actually started to fucking like that girl that liked him. Just a little inkling, he had started to fucking like her. And she's now fucking dead.
Because the grass
because
is
of him.
always greener.
So, her being like, she's ready, whatever, you know, like, she's dealt with the body, to then him going to Ian's, again, you've got, like, this lull, and then when he gets back to the apartment and he discovers the body, she moves in the background, so you've got, like, that slow fucking build, right? You see, like, the most
Hold on, 1
horrific...
second.
What?
What? Yeah, give me a minute. Sorry, someone was knocking on my door.
Come back in like 20 minutes. Jesus Christ. You see, like, the most horrific looking horror visual of the entire film with that fucking body there, right? Like, it's mutilated, it's fucked up, it's bloody. You've got the tension of her in the background. You're like, oh my god, how can this get any worse? And he turns around to see that she's in, like, full psycho Norman Bates. She's put on her clothes, she's wearing her hair, she's drawn on the tattoos, she's pretending to smoke. She even hits herself in the fucking face with a brick, because that's how she killed the girl and she associates that's what he likes.
Right.
And I'm like, this is insane. And it's from that point that I'm like, ugh. Like, what is going to happen? How does this end? And then he's on the sofa, she climbs on him, throws up on him, Ian comes in, she shoots Ian.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just point blank, boom, he's gone.
That was nuts.
And then it calms right back down again. And it's just, I think it's insane the way it will, like, reach the peaks that it does of, like, the screaming and how loud it is. And, like, the visuals that you're seeing to then just being really dead silent and quiet. And, like, oh, now he's just going to go off and kill himself. And I just think it's really well done. And I like the idea of the dread of hearing her open the other One Wish Willow box, and you're like, where could this possibly now go?
Right.
If she makes a wish. Like, how could this get any worse? What could happen? And then you get, like, that reveal of she wished for him to love her back kind of thing, which ironically prevented him from stopping his suicide.
For the best.
And then the fucking... You get the tense, like, ending of her about to kill herself. Yeah. And you're like, no. But then at the same time, would it have been better for her to?
No.
Because, like you said, all of her friends are dead. She's probably going to get convicted of the crime.
No. Listen.
She's going to be fucked.
I think they set it up perfectly for a sequel.
No.
I think they did.
They're not going to, though.
They should.
I don't think that she's going to be back.
Man, and I need to tell him. I do think that she is kind of fucked. I don't think she should have killed herself. I like that it just pisses me off that now she's, like, gotta deal with the consequences now, but I understand. I would have rather him died than her, 100%. And I would have
I
rather
like the
just
horror
him
aspect
die
of it.
than like her dying at all.
Yeah, no, I don't think that she should have died, but I think for the sense of like, I think it's an interesting question of like, would she have been better off considering the situation that she's in? But I'm glad that they didn't kill her because I like her.
I think
I like the brief glimpse of a character that we saw, and I felt bad for her.
I think that we could still like she could still like argue that it was his fault. Who's got proof that it wasn't, you know? She could just be like, this psychopath kidnapped me, made me act like this, you know?
I mean, we'll find out because he's already said that there's going to be an Easter egg in the Nothing But Ghosts thing.
I don't know. I was like, they need to make a sequel and it's all about Nikki and she goes to an asylum and then after she gets out of the asylum, she like has to go hunt down the One Wish Willow and then fight the demon that is controlling the One Wish Willow. And it's like this big action movie, so it's completely different than Obsession.
Okay. Sure.
That's all. That's my takeaway.
I don't really know how I feel about it. I'm like, it's so far out of what I would expect, but at the same time, I'm like, I would watch it.
Right? Wouldn't you?
I would watch it. I think that if they... I mean, he's going to end up doing a sequel at some point. I think that they're definitely going to expand the lore of the One Wish Willow.
Yeah.
He said that he doesn't want to, but I feel like you just are going to end up doing it naturally.
I don't know. I could... even if he doesn't want to, I'm sure somebody will try. But if he does just want to do like one-off horror films, I don't blame him.
I put it this way. This, after I did watch one of his shorts, there's another one that I'd specifically want to watch with you. But...
I watched one.
He's... Oh, which one did you watch?
Can't remember.
I watched The Chair.
It wasn't The Chair. Let me see.
But it was fucking scary. It was fucking freaky.
I'll look at my history on...
Like, Curry Barker's got some fucking dark shit going on. And I fuck with it. I will put all my money into it.
Yeah, I do think that the short that I watched was pretty good too. I kind of fucked with it.
I feel like it's... Considering he's now going to be doing a film with Bryce Dallas Howard and Aaron Paul, I'm really intrigued as to the tone of that.
Oh, I guess I did watch
and
The Chair.
Whether or not it's... Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
I guess not. I also watched Enigma.
I didn't watch that one. I want to watch Milk and Cereal.
Alright.
That's the main one. Everyone talks about that and says that it's good.
Alright, yeah. We'll put that on the list.
But no, I mean, he's gonna be doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. He's doing an A24 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's gonna be mental.
Yeah, I would definitely like to watch that.
I mean, we watched the original one, the 2003 one, and then the shitty Netflix one. And even the shitty Netflix one, like, I enjoyed all of them.
Yeah.
Like, I got some kind of satisfaction out of all of them. So, I'm really excited to see his take on it. And I don't know, I think that it's like with Backrooms and stuff, I'm happy with this shift of like younger talent coming in.
Yeah.
This like new wave of... I know there's been like a lot of criticisms and there's like a lot of drama going on with like the money and stuff and whatever. I'm more focused on like the product itself.
Yeah, I do think that people are being really like... I don't know, like hard on them, which people are not usually hard on big name directors when they make movies, so I think it's interesting that they're choosing to do this with people who are doing like their first feature film.
It's like a sense of entitlement thing. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're new at this, you know.
You have to be the
You should
best
know it.
somehow.
Yeah, you fucking I don't know. It's really I also think it's a sense of like, oh, this thing is now mainstream and popular, so I don't want to like it.
Right.
It's that hipster mindset.
Definitely.
And I've definitely like I've seen people talking about how there's a lot of people that do straight up misunderstand it and don't get that Bear is the villain.
Right.
But I have also seen people just straight up like make up shit about the film as like an excuse to not like it.
Right.
And I'm like I don't see a situation here where you come out of this and you say that this film is bad. It's objectively just I don't think there's not a bad film.
No. I think it was very
It's like trying
well
to
done.
It's like trying to make an argument and say that like The Lord of the Rings is a bad film. Like you're just not it's not happening.
In conclusion, Curry Barker, we want more.
Yes, very good. Please give us more. Feed it to me. Do whatever. He's also really fucking funny.
Yeah.
And I would watch a comedy film if he made one.
That
So
Hey.
Hey.